and then you're marching through the snow. Maybe you've got a little, salt in there, just a little bit. And then you bring all that crap inside the house. And now your living room has got that stuff in it, and you got to clean that up. It's a big kick to the junk, man.
Hey, I got some good exercise, man. Shoveled the driveway twice.
Look at you.
On Saturday. Are you proud of me? I think you were making fun of me because I was using my neighbor's blower last week.
No, we were making fun of you because you waited a full week for everything to thaw before you put the man van back in the driveway. How did the man van do in these conditions?
It did much better. Much better. Thank you for asking. I know you were concerned.
So tomorrow, finally, temperatures above the freezing mark, and then we're going to kind of climb the ladder just a little bit every single day this week.
What kind of ladder are we talking about? Because Tony doesn't get on ladders.
No. Tony will not understand this reference. Ladders are kryptonite to Tony Katz. So tomorrow, look for a high of 36. It'll be in the 40s on Wednesday.
Okay.
And we could tippy-toe into the 50s. 50s on Thursday.
Nice.
Now, that's good news. The kick to the crotch comes when another cold front comes in next weekend. But listen, if I could get some 40s and 50s in,
man, that'll melt some of that snow.
Melt this stuff off, and again, wash away some of that salt and brown, disgusting, slushy crap on the side of the roads. How do you think the roads were this weekend? Did you get out much in it?
I didn't get out much in it. We were supposed to go to Newfields. I got canceled Saturday night, so we didn't have to get out. And for that, I know you were all over the place, though, so you probably have a better perspective than I do.
The highways were not bad on Saturday because I drove Jacob to work. Again, new driver. I don't know how comfortable he felt driving to work.
Yeah.
So I took the kid from the southwest side up to 71st and Keystone at Sullivan's and did that there, did it back. It was a little slow. It wasn't ideal. I didn't see many trucks out, but this was while all the snow and crap was falling down. The next day, though, highways looked great. So by Sunday, everything was drivable. You could do the speed limit. Everything was good. Side streets were still a mess.
Yeah, I was going to say, I still think some of these downtown roads, because I was at the other building today. I was driving up and down downtown. The downtown roads could use some work.
Certainly.
and I think the plan from here on out is, it's going to be 50 Thursday.
Just wait it out.
That's the plan.
That was your approach with the man van, getting it back in the driveway.
Just wait it out.
But let us know how the road conditions were where you were at. And look, if your city, if your plow truck drivers, if your salt drivers did a good job, let them know. And I said this before, Nige, when we criticize the lack of trucks or the lack of plowing, things taking place, it's not that I'm mad at the person inside the truck, because they're working 12-hour shifts. They're out there in the worst conditions doing the stuff nobody wants to do. God bless them. We're upset at their managers, who are morons, who have waited till the extreme last minute or to the point to where they don't do anything at all. That's who we're upset with.
How high up the chain does that go for you, by the way?
Well, I think it starts with Boss Hog Set.
There you go.
And then from there, it kind of dominoes.
Yeah.
So when you look at who your fearless leader is, take that for what you will. You may have heard this in the news at the top and bottom of the hour. The scumbag that is the suspect in the murder of Elwood police officer Noah Shanavaz, the judge has ruled that he is not competent to stand trial right now. So this is a trend. It started with Breanna Lee's killer, and now we're seeing it with this guy. So this is a court order from Madison County. What's going to happen now is that this guy, and I'm not going to say his name because he doesn't deserve it. He's a piece of human excrement, but he has to go get some sort of counseling and help, and he has to be rehabilitated before he is able to stand trial for the murder of Noah Shanavaz.
How do you think that's going to go for him? I'm sure he's going to cooperate. I want to be rehabilitated so I can go to a maximum federal jail.
Oh, you mean the guy that almost tried to kill somebody else while locked up?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be a real saint.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's okay. I'm getting counseling. I'm getting better. So that way they can send me to real prison.
And 2 out of 3 psychologists that listened to this guy's sob story in court said, oh, yeah, he's not competent. Not competent. 2 out of 3. So if you're this guy, why would you not just act like a total nutbag so you can continue this grift? I hate this, man. I hate this. You know the difference from right and wrong. That's what this comes down to. It was the same thing with Breanne Lee's killer. It's the same thing with this scumbag here. Nige, it was kind of a violent weekend.
Yeah.
Nationwide, man. You had service members that were ambushed overseas.
Yeah.
You had that shooting at Brown University, the anti-Semitic attack in Australia. You had the filmmaker, Rob Reiner, and his wife murdered in their California home.
Unbelievable.
What appears to be, according to reports, by their son.
Stab wounds. Stabbing. I think he's in jail for like $4 million bond right now. I know their son had previous problems with drugs and other substance abuse issues. TMZ reporting that they were at some Christmas party in Hollywood with, like, I think it was like, you hear Conan O'Brien's?
It was at
Christmas
Conan
party?
O'Brien's house.
And Rob Reiner and his son, Nick, were getting into a loud verbal confrontation. No idea if that has anything to do with the murder, but I mean, imagine living your whole life and being stabbed to death by one of your family members. It is truly disturbing. Didn't agree with him politically at all, but that doesn't really factor into the way I feel about this heinous crime.
So that's bad news. The good news is, thanks to everybody listening, WIBC hit another milestone in our fundraiser for Salvation Army, our annual WIBC Radiothon, which was presented by Financial Center, raised over $468,000. $468,000. So hat tip to everybody that's listening that made the time to donate whatever they can. Thanks to Sam and Mel McMahon over at Salvation Army, all the board ops and producers that worked some long shifts over the weekend. God bless you guys. And again, on Saturday.
God bless the Salvation Army for what they do.
Right.
Holy.
And Saturday, those conditions were horrible outside.
Yeah.
And normally what Pat and Denny get are a lot of people walking up and handing checks in person, right? Because they want to be part of the experience. That didn't happen as much on Saturday because the conditions were so bad. As a matter of fact, the conditions were so bad. Did you see what Channel 13, WTHR, put on the screen? The Satan meet and greet was shortened to just 3 hours.
No!
I posted this on Hammer and Nigel's social media.
Where do you go to the Satan meet and greet at?
Hell, duh. I'm
Even
pretty
Satan.
sure it was a typo and they meant to write Santa.
You think so?
But
No, it said Satan.
and you know what? Had WIBC done something like that, you don't think that big-eared dumpster diving nerd across the street wouldn't point that out or laugh? So I'll be the first one to do a victory lap on Channel 13 being upset that the Satan meet and greet has to end at 6 p.m., a little early.
Good job, buddy.
So before we get to traffic with Matt Baer, how about we do some CSI jokes? Can we do that?
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Satan meet and greet CSI jokes from Channel 13. Satan meet and greet. I thought Kamala's book event was in February. Satan meet and greet. I didn't know Gavin Newsom was in town. And last one, get ready for fun, okay? Get ready for fun. Satan meet and greet. So we only have 3 hours now to meet Tony Katz?
Wow.
There it is, a little
Tony taking some shrapnel there.
fun with our friends across the street here at Channel 13 WTHR. Hi, welcome to the
Hello.
neighborhood. It's good to be
Hello.
here. You bums. Hey, Matt Bear, what's going on?
What's going on, fellas? Looking at eastbound 70. It's around German Church Road where we have a breakdown in the right lane. This says traffic backed up past Post Road. Southbound 6570 is jammed right now from Michigan Street down to the South Split. That's because of road construction. Southbound 465 on the east side, stop and go traffic after Washington down to Arlington Avenue. Inbound 69, 3-minute delay from 106th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday at Staples. Save on top tech and gaming gifts, shipping supplies and services to get your packages there safely. Even custom cards and wrapping paper. Staples, that was easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
22 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And again, relief on the way. 50-degree forecast by Thursday.
I like it.
I like it. All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about how the Disney movie was ruined yesterday. Phillip Rivers, the Colts
Do we have to?
at Seattle. Oh, it was so close.
Man, oh, man.
We'll relive some of that next.
Oh, wow. Did our brand new fireplace insert from Chimney Solutions come in handy over the weekend? Not only does it look beautiful, you can get on our Facebook page, scroll down a few post and see it, the before and after pictures, but it also puts out some serious heat, and it was freezing this weekend. The Chimney Solutions of Indiana totally changed the look and feel of our living room. We got our fireplace working again. Go check out their new showroom at 86 at Lafayette Road, chimneyindy.com. That's chimneyindy.com.
To Indiana, and you've noticed that your HVAC system can't keep up, but which way should you go? What system do you need? What size do you need? What's going to work for you and your family? You need Masters Heating and Cooling. If you're tired of HVAC and plumbing companies with confusing offers, Masters keeps it simple. Get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort advisors completely free, so you can make your next home decision with confidence and peace of mind. That's a free second opinion along with fantastic opportunities to get a perfect HVAC system tailored for you and your home. How about 0% financing for up to 60 months with a qualified system, or $1,000 off a full system replacement? Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling to get all the details. Call Masters Heating and Cooling today. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Cat sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling. 881-9074 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 2/22/26, new customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. Best Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
This is Denny Smith, and C&J's having a water quality sale of whole home protection for what matters the most. Better water for your family. Remove forever chemicals, solids, and metals from the water you cook with and drink. Invest in a softener and a reverse osmosis, UV, or dechlorinator and save $400. Invest in 2 components and save $800. City Water or Well Water, C&J, official partner of the Indiana Pacers and Fever, has great systems and great people too. 317-733-SOFT.
Struggling with chronic joint pain? Don't want risky surgery or endless pills? QC Kinetics is your answer. Our non-invasive treatment stimulates your body's own biologics and has a fantastic success rate without lengthy recovery or harmful medications. Ready to live your life pain-free? Go to qckinetics.com/Indianapolis or call 317-559-PAIN and get a no-obligation consultation. Whether it's stem cell, PRP, or a number of other revolutionary therapies, QC Kinetics should be the last call you make. Call 317-559-PAIN.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
This hour is powered by Pierce Jewelers, the love center of Carmel.
My name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there. I was on my knees at the very end of that Colts game praying. I had my hands clasped together. Please, God, please let him miss that field goal, that Seattle Seahawks field goal kicker. Please let him miss it. And God ignored me. But I think everybody, Hammer, was like after the game, everybody seemed pretty upbeat, even though the Colts lost. And I think that's because Phillip Rivers wasn't a disaster. I mean, he threw that interception at the end, but I think it's because it wasn't a complete and total outright beatdown.
Right. And Seattle is a tough place to play.
Yes.
Their fans get loud. It's almost like a college environment when you play up there in Seattle. But only one quarterback in that game threw a touchdown pass, and it was Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers played better than Sam Darnold did yesterday, but the Seahawks got a win. Again, the Disney movie was ready. The old man leads the Colts down in field goal range. The kicker, who was not on the roster at the beginning of the year, that everybody had left out to, just rot, buries a 60-yarder. 60. And it would have been good from like 70. I mean, he kicked the crap out of it. And less than a minute on the clock. And unfortunately, that was too much time for Seattle.
It's like, come on, the Colts D. I can't be too hard on them. I guess you can, but like they kept Seattle out of the end zone,
right,
the entire game,
right.
Can't you just keep them out of field goal range? Is that too much to ask with 40 seconds left?
So many people were like, I can't believe the Colts are turning to Phillip Rivers. He's 44. This is embarrassing for the league. Have you seen some of these quarterbacks in the league?
Oh, I know.
Like, some of these quarterbacks are awful, and Phillip Rivers certainly held his own yesterday. Here he was after the game talking about how, look, in life, you can't be scared, man. You got to go for it.
Hopefully, certainly I think of my sons and those ball players, that I'm in charge of at the school, that they'll say, like, crap, coach wasn't scared. You know what I mean? It's like, shoot, sometimes there is doubt, and it's real. And again, you can the guaranteed safe bet is to go home or to not go for it, and the other one is, shoot, let's see what happens, and so I hope that in that sense that it can be a positive to some young boys, or young people.
I love how they kept on cutting to his team watching him live at some restaurant out where he's from, and he threw that touchdown pass, and the place that went nuts.
It was like that Disney movie, The Rookie, where Dennis Quaid played the role of the high school baseball coach that got back into the show, and he got into the game for the Rays. It's a true story, and all the team was there. They're cheering him on. It kind of had the same vibes.
Just not the outcome we wanted.
No, and now Phillip Rivers' first home game will be on Monday Night Football. 1 week from tonight, the Colts hosting San Francisco. And happier news, Fernando Mendoza, Heisman Trophy winner for the Indiana Hoosiers.
Yes.
I am so happy he won that, especially seeing how cocky and arrogant that smug little germ from Vanderbilt was, Diego Pavia. You put side-by-side picture up of Diego Pavia and the Mucinex mascot germ from the commercials. It looks like the same guy.
What is it with guys named Diego?
I don't know. He's just the worst, man. He walked in there with like his brothers, and they thought they were some sort of like mafia-like dudes. They looked like the Lollipop Guild walking in there. I kept waiting to hear the Lollipop Guild music from Wizard of Oz. Here's what class sounds like. Here's what success sounds like. Here's Fernando Mendoza.
First, I want to thank God for giving me the opportunity to chase a dream that once felt the world away. Standing here tonight, holding this bad boy, representing Indiana University, still doesn't feel real. To the Heisman Trust, voters, legends standing behind me, and all who cherish this award and what it stands for. It's a privilege to join this fraternity. You have my deepest respect. I promise to carry the Heisman name with humility, gratitude, and with responsibility. Congrats to all my teammates, my brothers. This is our trophy. I love you guys more than you know. To my linemen who protected me, every receiver and tight end that bailed me out and made me look good, to every running back who fought for more yards, and to our defense that gave us that heart, swagger, and more second chances than we definitely deserved. This trophy might have my name on it, but it belongs to all of you. It belongs the first time in Bloomington. Playing in front of Hoosier Nation is one of the greatest privileges of my life, and I'll carry that forever.
Now, compare that to what you saw from Diego Pavia with his big, ridiculous gold necklace on, going to the after parties, saying F Indiana, F Fernando.
Really?
To the point where he has to put out an apology statement on Twitter.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, that's who he is. That's who he is. SEC fans like myself have been watching this little dirtbag be a pain in the butt for years. Now, good football player, like he made Vanderbilt matter, but the way this dude carries himself, he thinks he's some sort of combination of Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Patrick Mahomes all into one.
Wow.
One more clip here, and then I know we got to hit a break, but I just thought this was awesome. This is Fernando Mendoza on that speech. Again, this guy's going to be a senator one day. The way he speaks and the way he carries himself, he's going to be Senator Mendoza. Here he is talking about his parents.
Papi, thank you for grounding me. Thank you for holding me accountable when it was always tough and reminding me that talent means nothing without discipline and consistency. While I'm playing a team game, I'm learning to grow into a man, and you personify commitment. Mommy, this is your trophy as much as it is mine. You've always been my biggest fan. You're my light. You're my why. You're my biggest supporter. Your sacrifices, courage, love, those have been my first playbook and the playbook that I'm going to carry through my side through my entire life. You taught me that toughness doesn't need to be loud. It can be quiet and strong. It's choosing hope. It's believing in yourself when the world doesn't give you much reason to. Together, you and I are rewriting what people think is possible. I love you.
That's
right
awesome.
On. Right on.
So while he's playing in the college football playoff as the #1 seed, while he's going to be the #1 pick in the draft, Diego Pavia this time next year is going to be asking you one of two questions. Do you want fries with that, or what do I have to do to put you into a new cutlass? It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
It's not just cancer care, it's the complete care you get at Hendricks.
And you can feel that spirit of excellence, trying to do what's best from a medical standpoint, but also trying to affect the patient and their family as you would a family member.
Hendricks Care is trying to meet the patient where they are. You know your body better than anyone else.
You're the cancer screening early.
An ounce of prevention versus a pound of cure.
Learn about health screenings at hendricks.org/cancer.
Bet365 paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. You bet on the team to win, and they take a 17-point lead. You get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. TNCs apply.
Madison County Chief Deputy Prosecutor
Life's full of unexpected joys, like problems with water. That's why there's Michaelis, a crew of 24/7 experts who are rescue ready, day or night, one phone call, for a gazillion disasters. Over 3 decades of restoring your home or business to better than new condition. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Call 844-FIX-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Get a taste of that winning feeling before the buzzer sounds with ESPN Bet's Early Victory promo. Simply place a pregame moneyline bet on any NBA playoff game, and if the team you back goes up by 20 or more points at any point in the game, your bet will get paid out early. Available throughout the NBA playoffs at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Sniffles and sneezes got you down? GoodRx is here to help with big savings on commonly prescribed cold and flu meds. GoodRx is free and easy to use. GoodRx is accepted at all major pharmacies like CVS, Walmart, and Walgreens. Just search your prescription, find a coupon, Then show your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx is not insurance, but it works whether you have insurance or not. If you do, GoodRx may beat your copay price. Download the free app or visit goodrx.com to save today.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The deep freeze is finally letting up. Right now, partly cloudy and 26 degrees in Indianapolis. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:32. Ryan Hedrick has the latest from forecasters on the warming trend ahead.
This is likely the coldest stretch we'll see, says National Weather Service forecaster Jason Puma.
We're looking for dry weather all the way through Wednesday with warmer temperatures each day.
He says by Thursday, a cold front moves in, bringing rain and gusty winds, but not the sub-zero temperatures we've seen the last several days.
And on Friday, we're only looking for highs near 29. But another quick warm-up, quick turnaround on Saturday where we get our highs right back up to the upper 40.
And Puma says we shouldn't see any snow in the forecast anytime soon. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Los Angeles police say the son of American actor and film director Rob Reiner was arrested earlier today after they say he stabbed his own parents. They were both found dead in their home. Nick Reiner has his bail set at $4 billion. The suspect who shot and killed 2 students and injured 9 others at Brown University Saturday afternoon is still being searched. Last night, it was said a man was arrested yesterday morning at a hotel in Rhode Island, though it wasn't the shooter. 2050 Vision is a plan that the Indiana Sports Corps is putting together in an attempt to make Indianapolis the global epicenter of sport. Sarah Meyer is the Sports Corps' chief of staff. She says women are a big part of that.
So the capital of women's sports is all-encompassing. Women's sports teams, women in sports, working in sports, leading in sports, supporting girls to be the next leaders.
She tells Inside Indiana Business the 2028 Women's Final Four and the upcoming swimming trials in a few years are events where they will be counting on women leaders to deliver. And Week 15 of the Monday Night Football in Pittsburgh, the 7-6 Steelers play the 6-7 Miami Dolphins. The kickoff is set for 8:15 Eastern. WIBC News Time is 3:34. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute.
You know exactly why you need to remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, the design development, getting all the documents together, and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in central Indiana. Booher Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with the free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. B-O-O-H-E-R. BooherRemodeling.com. That's BooherRemodeling.com.
Traffic now on 93 WIBC with Matt Bear.
Inbound 69 crash after 96th Street, blocking the right lane, causing slow traffic back to 106th Street and delayed 7 minutes. East side, eastbound 70 at Mithofer Road, that's a stall blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to 465. Also on the east side, southbound 465 drags from 70 to 74. Inbound 65 stop and go after 21st to Meridian. Southbound 6570 jammed from the north split to the south split, and northbound 65 slow from Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Life is a collection of moments that last forever, so make them last and make them count with the symbol of everlasting love, a diamond from Pierce Jewelers. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
We are tracking another night of very cold temperatures as lows get down into the mid-teens. And then Tuesday, we're in for a bit of a warmer day with plenty of sunshine and breezy winds at times. Expect highs to be in the mid-30s. By late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, we could be tracking the chance for some patchy freezing drizzle. Wednesday, we're going to be back to near 40 with breezy winds once again as well. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show. I'm Nigel. Hammer's here. Boy, that terrorist attack that the FBI broke up for New Year's Eve is scary to think about. I mean, they announced they followed some credible terror plot plan for New Year's Eve in Southern California, arrested 4 members of some radical leftist pro-Palestinian extremist group, and they were serious. I mean, these guys were serious.
It wasn't just going to be New Year's Eve. They wanted multiple bombs to take place after the fact. This was like a network. The Turtle Island Liberation Front, which, again, as you said, this far left, pro-Palestinian, anti-government, anti-capitalist group, they were planning to do a bunch of bombings in Southern California right at the stroke of midnight on New Year's Eve. And then afterwards, I believe they were going after ICE agents, ICE vehicles. Here's a little bit from that press conference earlier today from the FBI.
Defendants are all radical anti-government members of the Turtle Island Liberation Front, which, according to their own social media, is an anti-capitalist, anti-government movement that calls for their associates to rise up and fight back against capitalism. One of the leaders of the organization, Defendant Audrey Carroll, helped organize an even more radical faction of the group called the Order of the Black Lotus. Each of the defendants charged today was also a member of the Order of the Black Lotus. Carroll described this group to her co-conspirators as everything radical. As detailed in the federal complaint, which we will now make public, in November 2025, Defendant Carroll created a detailed bombing plot to use explosive devices to attack 5 or more locations across Southern California on this upcoming New Year's Eve. Carroll and her co-defendant, Zachary Page, led the effort to obtain and build the bombs and to recruit others to join in their plot.
And man, it just makes you wonder how many of these little cells are currently out there right now. The FBI was able to find this one, but how many of them do we not know about? That's the scary thing to think about.
Well, I mean, look at Biden's open border for 4 years. I'm not saying that's where these people came from, but there's hundreds of terrorists on that list that got through that border that are still walking around aimlessly throughout the United States looking for ways to cause trouble.
And again, it's been a busy, hectic news cycle, but this, I think, is a really important story.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a little bit more from this FBI presser earlier today.
Carroll's bomb plot was explicit. It included a step-by-step instructions to build IEDs or improvised explosive devices and listed multiple targets across Orange County and Los Angeles. Carroll also made clear her desires. She said, quote, "What we are doing will be considered a terrorist act." Carroll and Page also discussed plans for follow-up attacks after their bombings, which included plans to target ICE agents and vehicles with pipe bombs. Carroll stated that those plans would, quote, "take some of them out and scare the rest." Throughout early December, the co-conspirators discussed their plans during an in-person meeting in Los Angeles and through an encrypted messaging application. As part of the plan, the 4 defendants planned to build test bombs in the Mojave Desert.
So they were going to build bombs, do tests in the Mojave Desert.
Testing them out.
Like, it feels like, I'm glad the FBI was able to catch this, but if you're able to just go out and do test bombings, feels like with all the technology that exists, how does that happen?
There's a couple things that come to mind when I'm thinking about this. First of all, and I'm glad the FBI is taking this seriously, but how seriously can you take an organization with the word turtle in its name?
Ran by Carroll. Like, when you hear terrorist names, the word Carroll, does it normally flow off the tongue?
And second of all, these guys probably consider themselves revolutionaries. I watched a movie the other day. I don't know if we've talked about it or not. One Battle After Another with Leo DiCaprio, and I think Sean Penn's in it. This whole thing right here, what we're talking about, is what the movie's about, and it kind of glamorizes it. And it just made me sick to my stomach that I spent money watching that movie with DiCaprio.
Was that a turd?
It was awful. And it was kind of about what these things that we're mentioning here, revolutionaries, people,
This is what Michigan wanted you to think Trump supporters were.
Exactly.
We're going to kidnap Gretchen Whitmer. Make sure you say that on tape in my microphone. Like, that's what this is. But these people were legit. Now, you're right. I shouldn't be scared of the Turtle Island Liberation Front, and I sure as hell aren't scared of Carol. But here they are, and they came to play, and I'm glad the FBI did their thing. The other big story in the news cycle right now, the murder of Hollywood producer Rob Reiner and his wife. It appears that their 32-year-old son, Nick, is the main suspect being held right now on a $4 million bond. You texted me today something, and I had not seen this at the time. Did you see the post from Trump?
Oh, yeah.
Where are we at with this post from Trump about Rob Reiner's killing?
Well, of course, Trump being Trump, he made it about himself. Should I just read it? I'm not, out of respect for the dead, I'm just going to read it regular. I'm not going to do my Trump voice. But this is Trump's Truth Social tweet about the death of Rob Reiner. A very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling but once very talented movie director and comedy star, had passed away together with his wife, Michelle, reportedly due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump and his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as Trump administration surpassed all goals and expectations of greatness. And with the golden age of America upon us, perhaps like never before, may Rob and Michelle rest in peace. So there's that, at least.
It's quite a bit to unpack there. Does this help in midterms?
Doesn't help.
Does this help
all.
in any way? Now, there are some diehard MAGA hat wearing folks who are going to be like, hell yeah, because they remember when Rush Limbaugh passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Rob Reiner was he couldn't wait for the body to get cold to start flaming Rush Limbaugh.
Such a good point. But I don't want to be that person.
Right.
I don't want to be that person. I don't want my president to be that person, really. I understand that Rob Reiner was a crazy leftist. I mean, Trump-hating, Republican-hating person. But that, I think, just a little overboard for my taste at this point. That was just concentrate on the economy and concentrate on some of this ending some of these foreign wars, concentrate on affordability, concentrate on the midterms, man.
Right.
That was just kind of ugly.
Everything should be about the midterms right now. If you don't want to be impeached, everything has to be about the midterms right now. Now, I will say this. All of the folks that are on the political left right now that are looking at that post and they're melting down and they're disgusted, where were you when people were saying that about Charlie Kirk? Because there's a lot of the same people that were cheering on, like that big fat hog that was doing the gunshot gesture into her neck at that parade in Chicago, that teacher, the notorious PIG up at Ball State. These people were cheering them on. There were local businesses here that we outed, being just ridiculous on their takes about Charlie Kirk, but now they all have their feelings hurt. How about, and I feel like this should be something that's bipartisan, we not be ass bags when somebody dies. I know, controversial take.
Wow, what a novel concept.
But how about, just for 5 minutes, we don't be ass bags, either side of the political aisle. Charlie Kirk or Rob Reiner, I don't think it's asking too much.
Liberals, especially on social media when Rush Limbaugh died. did 100 times worse than what this Trump I'm not excusing the True Social tweet, but you were so exact on point to mention that, Hammer.
It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Holiday savings are in full swing right now at Tom Roush Lincoln with our 999 sale. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. Come on in to Tom Roush for those holiday savings. And Merry Christmas from our family to yours.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
Marcus Morris here with Family Heating and Air. As we're reaching colder weather, you may find yourself in need of furnace service. At Family, we specialize in solutions to extend your furnace life. Call the Fix-It team from Family. You can easily reach us at familyhvac.net. From our family to yours, have a happy holiday.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
By the time this ad ends, Washington will have burned through millions of your dollars. That's not how we do things in Indiana. I'm Congressman Jefferson Shreve, bringing Hoosier common sense to Washington. I passed legislation to cut waste, save taxpayers millions, and deliver real tax relief for workers and families. Less waste, more money in your pocket.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
1 second I'm on my bike, the next second I see this car coming at me. And
I broke my left ankle in 3 places.
I decided to call Hensley.
I realized Hensley was impressive first time I spoke with my attorney.
They just kind of took that burden off my back.
It happens. Hire Hensley.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Experience the wonder of happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord SE for $317 a month and 0 down, or finance as low as 3.99% APR. Prefer an SUV? Lease a 2025 Pilot Sport all-wheel drive for $489 a month with 0 down, or financing as low as 4.49% APR. Don't miss happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends January 1st, 2026. See dealer for details.
Buying a diamond has changed. There are mined and lab-grown diamonds. Pierce Jewelers carries both. Pierce can educate you and save your hard-earned money. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. The diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. Experience Trump 1 year later with Tony Katz on January 24th at 6 p.m. Enjoy thought-provoking discussion, tasty hors d'oeuvres, and a chance to mingle with others. Thanks to our sponsor, PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. More info at WIBC.com.
All right, right, Matt Bear standing by with a look at the roads.
All right, Hammer, looking at inbound 69 after 96th Street crash, blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to 106th for a 6-minute delay. Still on the northeast side, crash westbound 465 exiting to Allisonville Road. East side, eastbound as 70 after Mithofer Road. That's a stall blocking the right lane. We're slow back to Franklin Road. Southbound 6570 jam, north split to the south split because of construction. Eastbound 70 slow to the south split from Harding, and on the southeast side, westbound 465 stop and go from 74 to Arlington. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Life is a collection of moments that last forever, so make them last and make them count with a symbol of everlasting love. A diamond from Pierce Jewelers. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
By the way, it is Monday. We will have a Monday Gunday with Guy Relford coming up a little bit later. I believe he's on a flight right now.
He's traveling.
He's traveling, but 5:33 is when we're hoping to get a Monday Gunday in today. It's 22 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And Nige, pass me the tinfoil hat.
Okay.
It's right next to
it's
you.
under here. There you go.
Let me put this
that
on.
sucker on.
Every year at this time, it feels like we're talking about a new record lottery jackpot. Now, why is it every year at the same time, it feels like we're talking about record jackpots in the lottery?
How much are we talking now?
$1.1 billion.
Holy good God almighty.
Powerball
Wow.
jackpot, an estimated $1.1 billion. No winners after the recent drawing.
Well, I mean, is it just because, they want more people to buy during the holidays? They think, they're good gifts.
It's
lottery
supposed to
tickets
be just based off of, each week we'll pick numbers and maybe people have got the tickets that win. But every year at the same time, holidays rolling over into the new year. And I know people buy lottery tickets at the holidays. It's like a popular stocking stuffer and, things like that. Elephant gift, white elephant gift. But every year, I don't know, something feels crooked to me. But hey, if I win $1.1 billion, man, I'm not going to complain.
And you're not going to show up to work either.
Oh, I'll be here.
It'd just be a bigger a-hole than
you thought I was a pain in the ass before. Get ready, pal. Great moments in local TV reporters asking people about the lottery history.
Hammer and Nigel present Great Moments in local TV reporters asking people about the lottery history.
I'm here with someone else who has gotten their ticket. Now, James, you bought your ticket. What are you going to do with that money if you win?
Well, I'm definitely going to get a new supercharged Mustang with dual exhaust and about 5 kilos of cocaine, and I'll be good to go.
Okay, so you like cars. You like cars.
Great moments in local TV reporters asking people about the lottery history.
I love how she just tried to gloss over the 5 kilos of cocaine.
I thought that was a pretty slick move on her behalf.
It was. Just move along. Pretend like it didn't happen. That's a pro right there.
So
That's
you like cars. And cocaine.
Oh, yeah, and cocaine. Don't forget about that.
Are you a lottery guy? Like, when was the last time you bought a lottery ticket?
Like something like this, a Powerball, it's probably been at least a year. I don't know if I go in a liquor store, and I'm there and I got an extra $1 or $2. Yeah, I'll do a couple quick picks or something like that. But it's been a long time. What about you?
I'm kind of bandwagon. Like when it gets to be this big, I get sucked into the hype.
I do too.
And I'll buy one. But if it's like a random July weekend, it's not even a thought. And I'm a gambling guy.
Yes, you are.
But it's not even a thought. All right, coming up next, again, the latest in the Rob Reiner murder, the Brown shooting, and your reason to drink.
Hey, if you're like us, you're living in a house for a long time, but the fireplace has never worked, Chimney Solutions of Indiana has the answers to any questions you might have to get that sucker fired up again for the holidays. They came out to the house, gave us a few options. We went to their showroom at 86 in Lafayette. Checked out even more options, went with the beautiful fireplace insert that totally changed the look and feel of our living room. Gas logs, wood logs, fireplace inserts, tons of choices. ChimneyIndy.com, ChimneyIndy.com. Tell them a Nigel sent you.
Hellsberg Gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for Mom. a gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for Dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
This holiday season, experience the best of downtown Indianapolis with Winter Wonderland. Enjoy holiday traditions, festive attractions, and special events designed for families, date nights, and group outings. To start planning your holiday adventure, visit IndyWonderland.com. That's IndyWonderland.com. And on weekends, don't miss Spark Holidays on the Circle, where live music, Santa appearances, and holiday lights bring Monument Circle to life from 4 to 8 p.m. Find out more about Spark Holidays at circlespark.org.
Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches, just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT, kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC. Are you worried about your taxes? Okay, so I'm talking to those of you out there that have not filed in a few years with the IRS or state. It's time to get worried, and here's why. The IRS is getting back from their own COVID lockdown, and they're hiring more enforcers, and they're going to come after people that owe taxes. So if you're a 1099 worker, and maybe you just plain forgot to file your taxes, you need to call the professionals right now at the Tax Helpline. They are experts at knowing the tax regulations, and their goal is to help you pay as little as possible. Call right now and get a 100% free tax evaluation. Remember, before the IRS knocks on your door, knock on our door. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, make this free call right now.
Call Texas 321 now at 800-808-9443. 800-808-9443. That's 800-808-9443.
Hello, this is Don Steffi, Executive Director for the Indianapolis Ballet. 'Tis the season for family fun and the Nutcracker, brought to life by your Indianapolis Ballet and the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra, December 18 through the 23rd at Clues Memorial Hall. Don't miss this delightful family classic, brilliant festive dancing, colorful sets and costumes, and Tchaikovsky's beautiful score, performed by the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra. Indianapolis Ballet's The Nutcracker. Tickets at indyballet.org.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, how the weather will roll out across the state. A Madison County judge has made a ruling in the case of a suspect, and a huge win in a Powerball drawing over the weekend. Those stories are coming up next after Fox News on this Monday afternoon. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis, and it is now 4 o'clock.
An agreement is closer than ever. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. That's President Trump's take about talks on a possible peace plan to end the war in Ukraine. Just telling reporters he had a long talk with Ukraine's President Zelensky and 9 other European leaders, plus the head of NATO.
We had very long and very good talks. And again, I think things are going along pretty well.
This after U.S. envoys reported progress from 2 days of talks in Berlin. Those sticking points remain. The president's comments at the start of a ceremony honoring the U.S. military for protecting the southern border. Also just signing an executive order to classify fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. President Trump still sounding opposed to an extension of Obamacare subsidies.
I want all money going to the people and let the people buy their own health care.
A Republican plan to shift subsidy spending into health savings accounts failed to advance in the Senate last week, along with a 3-year subsidy extension. But bipartisan plans have emerged that include a shorter-term extension. A son of director Rob Reiner is accused of killing his famous father and his mother. 32-year-old Nick Reiner now held without bail.
Police were initially called out to this Brentwood home at around 3:40 yesterday. As we understand it, one of the couple's daughters discovered their parents here, both apparently stabbed to death.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in L.A. Nick Reiner has been open about a long struggle with addiction and mental health issues. A manhunt continues after the deadly mass shooting at Brown University in Rhode Island, where 2 students were killed and 9 others wounded over the weekend. Police announcing last night that a person of interest was being released. Friday's losses extended on Wall Street. The Dow down 41 points at the bell. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
This past weekend's temps were intense, but that's going to change. It's partly cloudy and 26 degrees in Indianapolis. Feels like 14. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:02. Tomorrow is when Indiana will get above freezing with highs in the mid-30s. Jason Puma with the National Weather Service says the warmest day this week will be Thursday.
After Thursday night, we will have a cold front go through, and on Friday, we're only looking for highs near 29. But another quick warm-up, quick turnaround on Saturday where we get our highs right back up to the upper 40s.
And he says no snow expected soon. A Madison County judge has ruled that a man accused of killing an Elwood police officer is not competent to stand trial. John Herrick reports.
Carl Boards II is accused of shooting and killing Elwood police officer Noah Chanovez back in July of 2022. On Monday, a judge ruled that Boards was not competent to stand trial based on extensive testimony and numerous reports from qualified mental health professionals. The ruling says that Boards will be committed to the Division of Mental Health and Addiction for what they call competency restoration services. His trial has been rescheduled for March 16th. Prosecutors say they want the death penalty. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
The statewide average for gas today is $2.67 a gallon, says Gas Buddy. That's 23 cents below the national average. The Seattle Seahawks spoiled the return of Phillip Rivers yesterday by beating the Indianapolis Colts 18-16. He was named the starter on Saturday, and he completed 18 of 27 passes for 120 yards with a touchdown and an interception. Colts are 8-6, and they play the 10-4 San Francisco 49ers next Monday, which is when Rivers will start. And the Hoosier Lottery said today a ticket worth $100,000 matched 4 numbers along with the Powerball and a Power Play multiplier in Saturday's drawing. Someone bought the ticket at an Anderson gas station on East 53rd Street. The winning numbers were 1, 28, 31, 57, and 58 with the Powerball of 16. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 4:04.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
You've got WIBC traffic at 4:05 with Matt Bear.
Inbound 69 crash after 96th Street, and it's blocking the right lane, causing stop-and-go traffic back to 106th, a 4-minute delay. Crash westbound 465, exiting to Allisonville Road. The ramp is open, it's partially blocked. East side eastbound 70. After Mithofer Road, it's a stall blocking the right lane, jammed up to 465. Southbound 6570, stop-and-go traffic north split to the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers of Carmel. It's Pierce Jewelers of Carmel. Gift that says everlasting love. A diamond from Pierce Jewelers. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
We are tracking another night of very cold temperatures as lows get down to the mid-teens. And then Tuesday, we're in for a bit of a warmer day with plenty of sunshine and breezy winds at times. Expect highs to be in the mid-30s. By late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, we could be tracking the chance for some patchy freezing drizzle. Wednesday, we're going to be back to near 40 with breezy winds once again as well. And then we're going to be tracking rain into Thursday as well. So the forecast warming up, but rain chances increasing too. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel. Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
Hollywood director Rob Reiner, Hammer, his 32-year-old son accused of murdering his parents, Rob and his mom. Found dead, by the way, by their daughter. Nick is being held, again, $4 million bond. Sounds like they're pretty much convinced that he did it. No secret about the contentious relationship between their son Nick and their parents. I think they even made a documentary about their relationship a number of years ago and how again, just messed up it was and how messed up on drugs he was. Here's a clip. We're going to try to do this here. I want to play this off my computer. Allison, this is contentious relationship. Oh, let me turn off my, there we go. So this is Nick Reiner talking about how he once destroyed his parents' house during a drug-fueled rage.
I got totally spun out on uppers. I think it was coke and something else, and I was up for days on end, and I started punching out different things in my guest house.
Like a frame? Like what? Like a stuff?
No, I think I started with the TV, and then I went over to the lamp, and then everything in the guest house got wrecked.
Did you punch the TV?
Yeah, I literally punched the TV.
Did you like lacerate your hands? I mean,
so there you go. That's just, one example of the relationship that man had with drugs in conjunction with his parents.
And it wasn't just drugs. Mental illness had been a big part, and maybe that's cause and effect with the drugs.
Sure.
But battled mental issues. TMZ reporting that on Saturday night, there was a big Christmas party at Conan O'Brien's house where Rob and Nick got into it pretty good, like a loud back and forth, a noticeable back and forth. Again, don't know if that has anything to do with what happened here, but I do think that is somewhat of a coincidence.
I mean, forget about Rob Reiner's politics for a minute. I mean, just to have the career that he had, I mean, just all the money in the world probably. You just never know what's going on behind the scenes in somebody's life, no matter how successful you think they are. And to live that, I think he's in his mid-70s, to live that long and to leave this world by the hand of your 32-year-old son, literally by, holding a knife.
Right.
I mean, I believe they were stabbed to death.
It's one thing to be shot because that can happen pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
But this was a stabbing. That's such a personal way to be murdered. And again, accused right now, but the bond is set at $4 million. Let's take a trip down memory lane here. This is back when Rob Reiner was on All in the Family, the 70s series. Archie Bunker and Edith. And
little before our time, but still the reruns are hilarious, I think. He played Meathead.
This is the scene where Meathead's father-in-law, Archie, sees Mike putting a sock and a shoe on his feet one at a time.
Hold it!
What are you doing here? What? What about the other foot? There ain't no sock on it. I'll get to it. Don't you know that the whole world puts on a sock and a sock and a shoe and a shoe? I like to take care of one foot at a time. It's just as quick my way. Wait a minute, that ain't the point. Suppose there's a fire in the house and you got to run for your life. Your way, all you got on is one shoe and a sock. My way, you got on a sock and a sock. You see, you're even. Suppose it's raining or snowing outside. Your way, with a sock on each foot, my feet would get wet. My way, with a sock and a shoe on one foot, I could hop around and stay dry.
He was a great director. I mean, Spinal Tap was his first movie. As a matter of fact, let's play a clip here. Rob Reiner starred in his own movie. He was the documentarian in the movie Marty. In This Is Spinal.
No, he was Marty in Spinal Tap. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So here's I think we all know this scene where the guitarist, Nigel, the guitarist, played by Christopher Guest, is showing how the band's Marshall amps, quote, go to 11.
If you can see, the numbers all go to 11. 11, 11,
and most of
11,
the amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Does that mean it's louder? Is it any louder?
Well, it's one louder, isn't it? What we do is, if we need that extra push over the cliff, you know what we do?
Put it up to 11.
11, exactly. One louder.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
These go to 11.
Man, he had, like, from 84 to 92... hit after hit after hit. After A Few Good Men, maybe you could say The American President was a good movie, but it was Spinal Tap. It was Stand By Me. It was Princess Bride. It was When Harry Met Sally. It was Misery. It was A Few Good Men, which is one of my favorite movies of all time with Tom Cruise. After that, though, I feel like the quality of the movies he was directing kind of took a downward spiral a little bit, but boy, he had that decade there where it was just, mega hit after mega hit.
And go back a few months when Charlie Kirk was murdered on the stage. Again, Rob Reiner, super leftist. Like, to say that he's a super leftist is almost not doing him justice. I will give him credit. While he did not do it for Rush Limbaugh, he showed a little compassion when Charlie Kirk was murdered on that stage in Utah. He joined Piers Morgan on his show to talk about it.
When you first heard about the murder of Charlie Kirk, what was your immediate gut reaction to it?
Well, horror, absolute horror. And I unfortunately saw the video of it, and it's beyond belief what happened to him, and that should never happen to anybody. I don't care what your political beliefs are. That's not acceptable. That's not a solution to solving problems. And I felt like what his wife said at the service, at the memorial they had, was exactly right. And totally, I believe, I'm Jewish, but I believe in the teachings of Jesus, and I believe in doing to others, and I believe in forgiveness. And what she said to me was beautiful.
And now we're sitting here saying the same things about him. It's so bizarre and sad all at the same time.
And again, just a crazy news cycle. The shooting on the campus of Brown University.
Yeah, they haven't found that person yet.
Still haven't made an arrest. Like, how would you feel if you had a child that was a student at Brown and they've not made an arrest yet? Now, originally, somebody was brought in as a questionable, a person of interest, but turns out to be a nothing burger, and they let that person go. So as of right now, at 4:15 here on Monday, no arrest has been made there. You've got the Australia anti-Semitic attack, which we're going to talk about with Guy Relford coming up at about 5:33. Australia, one of the most crippling anti-gun legislations in the country, clearly could not stop a crazy bastard that was motivated while people that were just worshiping their faith were sitting ducks.
Yeah.
So
no, they have, in the world, the worst gun laws on
yeah.
earth by far.
We'll get into that with the gun guy Relford, coming up at about 5:33. So some serious stuff going on, Nige. But if you need a reason to drink tonight,
hit me.
Happy 76th birthday to actor Don Johnson.
No way.
Miami Vice, Sonny Crockett.
Crockett 76?
76. Nash Bridges to some. He was so good as the slimy scumbag foil in the movie Tin Cup.
What was his name in Tin Cup?
Like, he was the PGA guy that was doing everything right, but he was a scumbag behind the scenes. He was good in that. He was on HBO's Watchmen. His daughter, Dakota Johnson, a actor in her own right, she did those 50 Shades of Grey movies.
But, is that right? That was her?
That was her.
It's going to be awkward being a dad and seeing your daughter in those types of movies.
That's my girl.
David Sims was his character.
That's it, Sims.
In Tin Cup. So he's 76. Happy
76.
birthday, Sonny.
Great moments in Don Johnson history takes us into spring break memories with Terry Stacy.
Hammer and Nigel present Spring Break Memories with Terry Stacy.
Back in 1986, I went on spring break in beautiful Miami, and I actually made out with Don Johnson from Miami Vice. Okay, it wasn't actually Don Johnson. It was Don from Don's Guns.
Spring Break Memories with Terry Stacy.
It's vastly different.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Tiny bit.
Matt Bear's got to look at the roads.
All right, everybody, looking at inbound 69. Crash after 96th Street, blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to 106th for a 10-minute delay. Eastbound 70 on the east side, stall at German Church Road, blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to 465 interchange. Inbound 65, stop and go 21st to Meridian. Southbound 65, 70 jams from the north split down to the south split, and eastbound 70 stop and go traffic from Harding Street into the south split. Traffic sponsored by Indeed.com. Ready to find the right candidates for your job posting? Indeed sponsored jobs helps connect you with talent that actually matches what you're looking for. Start at Indeed.com/credit. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Right now, we are looking at clear skies. It's 22 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And we need about 70 more people. 70 more to jump on the WIBC YouTube chat.
Is that all?
Give us a like.
Come on.
Give us a thumbs up. Let's get 70 more people, okay? That's a good number we can work with. 70 more people. If you're entertained, if you're informed, or if you just want to give a middle finger to the 20-year-olds that unfortunately have made the move to the new building, and we see them even more now. Trust us, we don't like it any more than you do. Do us a favor, go to the WIBC YouTube page. Look for the live stream of Hammer and Nigel. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Is This Anything is next.
Oh, man, the pressure's on, guys. Only a few more days left till Christmas. If you're backed into a corner and have no idea what to get the special someone in your life, I'm telling you, PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg is your answer. A giant selection of every kind of piece of jewelry you can think of. Design your own jewelry. Bring in a family heirloom and have one of PA Jewelers' artists incorporate that into that ring or necklace or bracelet. By the way, PA Jewelers has the best prices around. They don't mark up their jewelry like the other big chains do. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg, 3750 South Green Street. Tell them Nigel sent you.
Porsche, names that mean quality, performance, and usually a dreadful service experience. You know you can't take your car just anywhere, but you may not know you can get the same quality service and parts without going to a dealership. Enter Auto House Merkel. Everything from routine service to performance tuning is handled with care by technicians who specialize in German vehicles, using only OEM parts or equivalent, at a lower cost and less hassle than the dealership. Book service now at AutohouseMerkel.com. If you used to hear a whole lot of this, but now you can barely hear this, You need to check out RelayIndiana.com and the Caption Telephone. The Caption Telephone allows you to get your groove back when using the telephone. It uses voice recognition technology so you can read on a bright screen what the other caller is saying. Go to RelayIndiana.com and add clarity back into your conversations with the Caption Telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
Experience the wonder of happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord SE for $317 a month and 0 down, or finance as low as 3.99% APR. Prefer an SUV? Lease a 2025 Pilot Sport all-wheel drive for $489 a month with 0 down, or financing as low as 4.49% APR. Don't miss happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends January 1st, 2026. See dealer for details.
It's not just cancer care, it's the complete care you get at Hendricks.
And you can feel that spirit of excellence, trying to do what's best from a medical standpoint, but also trying to affect the patient and their family as you would a family member.
Hendricks Care is trying to meet the patient where they are. You know your body better than anyone else.
Do the cancer screening early.
An ounce of prevention versus a pound of cure.
Learn about health screenings at hendricks.org/cancer.
The best AI for your business isn't artificial, it's advisor intelligence. With Horizon, you get real people to help you drive real growth. Open your business account today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Hi, this is
Lloyd,
Jessica,
Robert, and Adam
from Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning in Pittsboro. The Kirby family wishes you the merriest of Christmases and happiest of New Year's. Thanks for your business. We really appreciate it. If you live in Hendricks or surrounding counties and need us, we are always here to help. Kirby services any model, and we proudly install American Standard products. Call us at 317-892-3614.
Kirby is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Happy holidays from Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun. Brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
This hour powered by Pierce Jewelers, Carmel's Diamond Engagement Ring Store.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, presented by the Attorney General's Office here in Indy. The Attorney General's Office reuniting Hoosiers Hammer with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. Fast, easy, and free to search. See if you've got any money floating around out there, floating around. IndianaUnclaimed.gov.
One of these days, I'm going to get this microphone to my level.
Yeah.
But until then, I'll keep bending my head down and reading this. Is this anything? 86-year-old man had to be rescued by Tampa first responders when he went up on his roof to blow off leaves.
86?
He said his shoes weren't gripping too well. Before he knew it, his feet were dangling off the side of the roof. Here's James on how lucky he is and how his wife Sharon didn't want him to go up there in the first damn place.
I got you, sir.
I'm glad somebody's got me. My neighbor just happened to walk out and saw my legs over the side of their house and called 911.
Girl, reach up without him.
She's been on me for years not to do it. But when you build a home and you go up there and you blow it twice a year, you get confidence.
Let me get your wrist. Come here.
Okay. I didn't mean to cause all this.
No. It's not your fault at all. That's what we're here for, okay?
Maybe it's time to take Sharon's advice and get someone else up there next year.
Probably so.
You're telling me that Tony Katz won't get on a ladder Tony Katz has said this, one of the commercials he does. I'm not getting on a ladder.
Very condescendingly.
But an 86-year-old man will get up on his roof to blow off the leaves.
And that man was Philip Rivers.
Wow. This is something. I'm glad he's okay. I wouldn't get on my roof to blow off leaves. Hell no.
Okay, I don't think you're seeing what really is happening here. It wasn't that the leaves had to be cleaned off. He had to get away from that evil woman.
That may have been it.
She was nagging him. She wasn't even supportive of him going up there in the first place.
Dear Lord, please let me fall and break my neck so I don't ever have to see her again.
Worst case scenario, I break my neck. Best case scenario, I get away from her for a couple of hours. I see what this old dude's doing. I ain't mad at him. Is this anything? There's a viral video making the rounds again, as it's one of the most fun posts, I guess, of 2025. It's a groom pranking his wedding guests. You're going to hear this, and Ashley is the one that looks totally surprised with this joke. Take a listen.
Just wanted to tell you that Ashley and I are expecting all of you to have an amazing.
Oh. You know what? So he goes out there. Just wanted to let you know, Ashley and I are expecting, and everybody thinks they're pregnant. To all of you to have a good time. He fooled them, right? Yeah, let's turn this back around on you. I'll ask you because you were dabbled in the wedding business for a long time. Is this acceptable? Is this anything? I mean, is it clever and funny? And
it's not clever or funny, but you'll see it quite a bit. Everybody always feels like they've got to be the wacky guy at the wedding. There's always one, whether it's the frat bro that's telling the inappropriate story of all the chicks they used to plow right in front of grandma, or somebody that says something stupid in their vows.
Well, this was the groom, yeah.
Yes. The groom can be stupid too. The bride and the groom. There can be bridezillas. There can be dumb grooms. Oh, I've seen it all, my friend. Let's do one more here.
All right.
Is this anything? The Kansas City Chiefs, with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, will be missing the NFL playoffs this year, eliminated yesterday, and Patrick Mahomes may have injured his ACL.
Turn the lights off. Party's over.
Here are the closing minutes when Mahomes was already hurt, but their backup quarterback, Minshew Mania, was trying to rescue the Kansas City Chiefs.
Second down, 15. And deep, and intercepted. It's picked off. And the Chargers are going to win.
Yeah.
We've seen that movie before.
Side of the playoffs. First time.
I don't need the Chiefs in the playoffs, do you?
No.
I don't need to see Travis Kelce or Patrick Mahomes. Is the ACL injury, is that when you're done for a year? Or is it to the MCL?
MCL is a cafeteria. The ACL is you could be out for a year. So I will say this, though. Are the playoffs better for not having Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, maybe Lamar Jackson? I mean, those are some pretty big names. Perhaps Josh Allen, although the Bills, I think, are coming back.
You get a point.
Like, you kind of want to see the stars, right?
That Bills game yesterday? That comeback yesterday was amazing.
That was fun. That was real fun. And then I watched the Colts game, and I had a lot of fun up until the final 45 seconds. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swanco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swanco 317-407-1868 or swancollc.com.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where a small box with a burgundy bow will help you win the holidays. As an in-house designer, I love creating meaningful, fine jewelry gifts. Choose a necklace with a gorgeous infinity charm to symbolize your everlasting love. Or go for a personalized piece with an engraving, their zodiac sign, favorite color gemstone, or their initial accented with pave diamonds. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Stop by or shop now at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Get a taste of that winning feeling before the buzzer sounds with ESPN Bet's early victory promo. Simply place a pregame moneyline bet on any NBA playoff game, and if the team you back goes up by 20 or more points at any point in the game, your bet will get paid out early. Available throughout the NBA playoffs at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
Here's a tale of Linda trying to lose weight, but the med prices she found were all over the place.
Hidden fees and markups made her jaw drop low. Then she found GoodRx. Now she's in the know.
GLP-1 subscriptions FDA approved.
With clear upfront pricing.
And same-day pickup.
That's GoodRx, the no-nonsense way. Save time and money on prescriptions.
Get to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Forecasters share weather more is on the way. You've got mostly cloudy skies and 26 degrees in Indianapolis. I'm Jake McDaniel, and here's what's trending at 4:32. They share that as you dig out from the last few inches of snow and ice.
You might be thinking it already feels like winter, even though the calendar says we're about 6 days away. So far, we're on track for average snowfall across central Indiana. But how about more snow this week?
As we look going ahead through the week here, we're not seeing anything over the next 7 days that says big fall back into this cold that we are currently experiencing.
Forecaster Jason Puma says we'll see a mix of warm-ups and cool downs over the next days. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
President Trump is doubling down on his comments, blaming the deaths of Hollywood director Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle on Trump derangement syndrome.
I think he hurt himself in career-wise. He became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
Trump said in a Truth Social post this morning that Rob was tortured and struggling, but once talented. Rob's son, Nick Reiner, was arrested today. He says he had a drug past and his relationship with his dad wasn't the greatest. Both Rob and Michelle were found dead in their home yesterday. The suspect in Saturday's shooting at Brown University is still being searched for. One man was arrested yesterday morning at a hotel in Rhode Island, but he wasn't the shooter. 2 students were killed and 9 others were injured in the shooting. Republicans are seeking a temporary restraining order to block California's new congressional map, claiming the voter-approved boundaries unfairly favor Democrats. The fight over the redrawn map could decide which party controls the U.S. House next year. And Phillip Rivers is starting as the Indianapolis Colts quarterback next Monday. That's when they play the San Francisco 49ers. With your WIBC closing bell reports, the Dow closed the day down 41 points to 48,416. The S&P 500 dropped by almost 11 points to 6816. The NASDAQ fell by almost 138 points to 23,057. You've got traffic and weather coming up in 1 minute. It's 4:34.
Rush on over to Andy Moore Ford during the year-end sales event. Save over $13,000 off MSRP on a new Ford F-150 Super Crew. If you prefer to lease, get a new 2026 Ford Escape for under $300 a month. Or go bigger with a new Explorer for just $439 a month, both for 39 months. That's year-end sales at Andy Moore Ford. You can even buy your vehicle 100% online, and Andy Moore will deliver it right to you. And get more before it's gone. Routine maintenance maintenance plans are available to keep things simple and convenient. Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at andymoreford.com. Includes $13,241 dealer discount. Additional available offers include $1,500 rebate and $1,000 F-150 loyalty. Must qualify. Lease for $299, $439 per month. 10,500 miles per year. 25 cents per mile over. 3,500 to its signing. $0 security deposit. Tax, title, license fee, and $251.05 doc fee excluded. Available to qualified customers with approved credit. See dealer for full offer details. Expires December 31st, 2025.
Traffic at 435. What do you have, Matt Bear?
East side southbound, a 465 crash between 70 and Washington. 2 left lanes are blocked and we are stopped. Back to I-70. Eastbound 70 still on the east side. This is a stall at Mithofer Road. It's blocking the right lane. Stop and go traffic back to Shadeland Avenue. Eastbound 70 slow to downtown from Harding Street. Also looking at inbound 65. That is a 3-minute delay, 21st to Meridian. Northeast side crash. Westbound 465 exiting to Allisonville Road. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. Life is a collection of moments that last forever, so make them last and make them count with that symbol of everlasting love. A diamond from Pierce Jewelers. Shop local, shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Expect a very cold Monday night with lows down in the mid-teens. Tuesday is a bit warmer with plenty of sunshine and breezy winds at times with highs in mid-30s. By late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, we could be tracking some patchy freezing drizzle. On Wish TV, Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel, on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Nigel Show.
My name is Nigel. Hammer's right over there. Seems to be a lot going on in Minnesota. What's going on in Minnesota?
Well, Nigel are led by lunatics. Look who their governor is, first of all. Old Balls Tim Walz. Tampon Tim. And then you've got one of the squad members that calls Minnesota home now, Ilhan Omar. You've got just a lunatic for an attorney general and Keith Ellison, who...
Oh, that's right. Boy, I'm glad you said his name.
May or may not have dabbled in a little domestic abuse. This is the same state that once elected Jesse the Body Ventura as their governor. So they've always been a little quirky. That's the word we're going to use. Quirky. But
the My Pillow guy, I think, is going to run for governor.
Mike Lindell. Yes, he is going to be running for governor. Ilhan Omar, squad member, one of the reps from Minnesota, praising Australia. And we mentioned this earlier, and we'll talk more about this with Guy Relford later. Just absolute craziness with the way they censor guns in Australia.
They don't have them.
No, but bad guys do, which means innocent people don't. And that's how you end up having sitting ducks at places of worship. Well, Ilhan Omar praising Australia for their gun control laws that did not stop this terrorist attack.
I want to ask you very quickly before we go. We are following these shootings in Australia and in Rhode Island. This is yet another bad day for America.
It is a tragedy that this has become a normal occurrence. Not just in the United States, but now seeing it in Australia, who's worked really hard to create gun prevention laws to prevent the kind of tragedy that took place today.
But it didn't work.
They're working hard, though.
They are.
They're
working real hard to waste everybody's time and energy with laws that don't work. Again, gun control doesn't work. Bad guys don't follow the law. Good people do. And that's how they become sitting ducks.
Imagine if somebody had a gun in that crowd that he was firing into. Maybe the loss of life, which I believe was high in the dozens.
15 or 16. I've heard both numbers.
15, 16. If only one person was able to fight back. And the guy, did you see the guy attack him? The guy was a hero. There was a guy that just came up and tackled him from behind.
So there were two shooters. I think it was a father and a son. The son was the one that had some just awesome, badass Good Samaritan come up and just debo him, like take it from him, like he was ripping off his chain, and then, fired a shot to subdue him. So that took some bravery,
With
man.
his own gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
That took some bravery, man. So that's their representative in Congress. Their governor, Tim Walz, he was doing a press conference. And look, we've got issues here in Indiana. I'm not acting like we don't, but at least we're not Minnesota. They've got a major fraud scandal going on in regards to international money, Somalis, a lot of fraud going on. You're talking about up to maybe $1 billion worth of fraud. Tim Walz was asked about it and somehow made the pivot to blame no good, rotten white men for it.
Look, it's not law-abiding citizens. If that were the case, there's a lot of white men should be holding a lot of white men accountable for the crimes that they have committed.
What?
I think for the community to maybe educate their population, because I think what you're seeing here is there's secondary victims in this, that there's providers inside the community that are then victimizing the community themselves by signing them up, because when we're going to some of these people, they're like, I had no idea I was in this program. So I think it's asking us then, for every crime, which of course the majority being committed by white men, asking us to do more about that. I think it's crime in general.
The question posed to Tim Walz was, should the Somalis be holding their own accountable for this fraud? And he turns around and says, well, white men do it. What?
So wait a minute. It's my fault? The Somali fraud is my fault. I don't think that's the case there, Timmy. Can I call you Timmy, or is it Tampon Tim?
Keep with Tampon Tim.
Tampon Tim? I don't think that's the case there, bud, but I appreciate the effort. And ever since the Summer of Love, because you got to remember, Minneapolis was ground zero for the George Floyd riots all across this country. Since then, many could argue that the city never really recovered. And here's another example. The McDonald's in downtown Minneapolis now has to lock their doors during business hours and monitor entry because the area is, shall we say, a little loud.
Okay, I know what you're getting at. The McDonald's is in a bad area of town, and they have to close their doors during business hours. You can only get drive-through.
That's ridiculous.
I'll tell you, I prefer to go in sometimes and order off the kiosk. Just for something to do.
Right.
Just to, get out of the car and stretch my legs.
Hit the can.
Yeah.
But now, hell, in Indianapolis, if you wanted to do that downtown, half the places here in the city, if they're open, they have locks and codes on the bathroom now.
Well, usually if you have to hit the can downtown, you just go in an alley or on the steps of Monument Circle.
That's true. That's true. That's the one thing that I will not miss. We had a great location at our last place. We're slowly moving into this new place.
Yeah.
And although there's a lot of things that I'll miss, watching homeless guys pee is not one of them, Nige. Not one of them.
We got an awesome view of the living room lounge.
We do. We do. We need to
like tiptoe over there, like at the top of the hour, and just I don't know, go look,
meet the neighbors.
Sure,
right.
Maybe order something. I don't know.
Get a few shots, then we'll walk over to Channel 13 and meet those neighbors and see how they're doing.
I wasn't going to say it out loud, but I think everybody knows what I was getting at.
Comedian Leslie Jones, she was on Saturday Night Live for a long time.
Yeah, she was in that awful all-female Ghostbusters movie and blamed horrible box office numbers on sexist men who didn't want to go see it. Yeah.
So MSNBC is now called MS Now, and she went on this profanity-ridden rant about President Trump. Now, this is because he called some reporter Piggy.
Oh, remember? I remember that a couple weeks
ago. Quiet, Piggy. Well, for whatever reason, that broke Leslie Jones.
Let me explain something to you. I don't understand how these people let that. I don't mean no harm. If he would have said, shut up, Piggy, to me, I'd have been like, you fat
Oh. Still going.
You stinking bastard. You wouldn't be able to talk to me like that. Who you calling Piggy, you fat horse you walked in on. I mean, like, how are y'all not losing your shit like that?
Well, trust me, Donald Trump's been called a lot worse.
Right.
So when he refers to somebody, shut up, Piggy, that was being disrespectful and interrupting him. Trump has been called every name in the book, from Hitler to Stalin to dictator to totalitarian. Big bad orange man. Am I missing any?
I think Hitler's the key. You called this dude Hitler for 8 years plus now. More than that. So maybe, catching feelings for him calling somebody Piggy seems a little over the top. I don't know. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well,
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
This Black Friday, skip the lines and hit the gas. Now through December 13th, Financial Center is offering auto loan rates as low as 4.99% APR for up to 66 months, whether you're buying new or refinancing. Plus, enjoy no payments for 90 days, giving you room to breathe this holiday season. Start now at fcfcu.com/auto. That's fcfcu.com/auto. Subject to underwriting guidelines. See website for terms and conditions.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577.
For service today. This holiday season, give the gift of Indy's most iconic dining experiences. Now through December 31st, Hughes Culinary is offering a 20% bonus gift card with every gift card purchase of $125 or more. That's 20% more to give or keep for yourself.
And gift cards are available at all Hughes Culinary restaurants. St. Elmo Steakhouse, Harry and Izzy's, the HC Tavern and Kitchen, and 1933 Lounge. You can also order online at HughesCulinary.com. Make the season unforgettable with gift cards from Hughes Culinary.
Are you ready for retirement or just hoping for the best? At Wise Money Radio, we bring you the strategies, stories, and straight talk you need to make your money work smarter so you can live wiser. From taxes and healthcare costs to Social Security and income planning, we cut through the noise to give you the clarity you deserve. Listen to Wise Money Radio with Joe Wilson of Omega Wealth Private Capital, Saturday mornings at 5 right here on 93.1 WIBC.
Jeff Saturday on Teamwork.
Hey, I know a little something about the value of teamwork. So when I found my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov, you can bet I checked some teammates' names as well. And I found them, lots of them, including a Hall of Famer and another with his own TV show. Look out for your own team and go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and see if your name's on the list. Trust me, Indiana Unclaimed wants you to reunite you with your hard-earned money. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Life is a collection of moments that last forever, so make them matter and make them count with a symbol of everlasting love. A diamond from Pierce Jewelers. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tamara and Nigel to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
This Christmas, come see Pierce Jewelers' stunning showcases of spectacular designs and be dazzled by their one-of-a-kind collection of fine jewelry. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
KC and the Sunshine Band, live at Old National Center January 23rd at 7:30 p.m. It's the ultimate throwback party. Get your tickets today at WIBC.com.
All right, Matt Baer, what's going on?
Yeah, Hammer on the northeast side. It's a crash 96 at Allisonville Road. Please look out for that. Inbound 69, slow 96th Street to 465. Northbound lanes also tight from 465 up to 96. Downtown, eastbound at 70. Stop and go traffic Harding to the south split. It's a 3-minute delay. Southbound 65 on the south side jammed from the north split down to 465. That's because of construction. And we have that other construction slowdown. Southbound 65, 70 north split to the south split. Heading to Brownsburg, westbound 74. Stop and go traffic from 465 over to Country Club Road. And on the east side, southbound 465 slow rolling from 70 down to 74. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
We need 27 people to go to the WIBC YouTube stream. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Every thumbs up is the equivalent of a middle finger to an annoying 20-something-year-old coworker that I know we all have and we all hate. So,
wow.
27 more. I know you have the coworker in mind. Go to WIBC's YouTube page. Give us a like. It's 22 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And I've got an update, Nige.
What do you got?
On the Red, White, and Bowl event we're doing, presented by Jack Daniels, January 16th at Woodland Bowl. 11 lanes have been sold, plus some individual tickets. So I believe we're only going to have 19 lanes.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
This bad boy is going to sell out. So if you have not bought your tickets yet, please go to WIBC.com right now and buy your tickets. It's a great charity event. We're raising money for Hoosier veterans with Veterans to Bowling Link. And with your price of admission, you get 3 hours of bowling, a pizza buffet, drink tickets, all the shenanigans that Nige and I do. We go lane to lane. We go drink to drink. And there's something for serious bowlers, and there's something for the people that just want to have some beers, throw the ball, and hang out and talk some smack.
That would be me.
That would be you.
I'm not a serious bowler.
Quote, I don't like bowling.
I don't like it because I'm horrible at it. And it is very humiliating. You got to be honest. It's humiliating when you're there and you get a gutter ball.
It is. It's sucks.
Very, I'd rather put the bumpers on.
That's even more humiliating. But no.
I drive a man van, so I think I'm way past any form of humiliation you can inflict upon me.
Touche. Buy your tickets, though. Like maybe this time next week, we're talking about this thing selling out. WIBC.com makes a great Christmas gift. If there's somebody that likes bowling in your family and they like the Hammer and Nigel show, if they listen to IBC, bring them to this event.
Yeah.
Raising money for veterans, having some beers, pizza buffet. We got prizes to give away. I'm telling you, it's really fun. It sells out every year. WIBC.com. Did you watch any of that 60 Minutes episode about IU football last night?
No, I haven't yet. I got it recorded, but I haven't yet.
Good story, man. Like with 60 Minutes, sometimes you never know. Is it going to be like a hit piece on DeSantis?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be something pretty good? Last night, it was pretty good. It was about IU football rising from the levels of bottom feeders. Here is IU's head coach Curt Cignetti talking to 60 Minutes.
Did you come in here with a bit of a chip on your shoulder? The chip probably came from when I got here right away. I detected an atmosphere that you can't get it done here.
You sense that?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as I walked in the building, facilities that had been neglected, the stadium banners that looked old, the offices that looked like they were from 1980, and then, just the general attitude of the people I met, the lack of excitement. I was furious, pretty much. And so it was a clashing of two worlds, and I wasn't going to lower my standards.
It erupted when Cignetti was first introduced to fans at an Indiana basketball game.
Purdue sucks!
They played this?
But so does Michigan in Ohio State! How are you?
I had to see if the fans were dead or just on life support. I had to wake them up and set an expectation and create some buzz and excitement.
I think they woke up.
A little bit.
I know we're backed up against it here, but I'm glad. I think is Fish on there too?
Oh, yeah,
The
here's
announcer?
Fish.
Paint the picture of IU football the first 50 years you've been doing this job.
I'd say up and down, except that most of it's been down.
40, 35, down to the 30. Don Fisher has been the voice of Indiana football since 1973.
Awesome.
This is the greatest turnaround, and I hate that word because I don't think it expresses really what these last two seasons have been like here.
So great thing on 60 Minutes last night. Kevin Bowen, 107.5 The Fan. We're talking Old Man Rivers and IU football next.
This is Chris with Absolute Comfort. We just want to thank you and your family for business that you've passed to us this year. Our families appreciate everything that you do for us, and we just want to let you know that if you have needs for your man cave or your she shed or whatever the thing is for a family member that you love, we just ask that you give us a call, and we've got some different ideas for you. Have a Merry Christmas.
Absolute Comfort is your Mitsubishi Electric Elite Ductless dealer.
Xfinity is the network you can rely on. Like a close friend who will give it to you straight. The friend who will tell you that new haircut, it's not great. Friends make sure friends get good haircuts. And Xfinity makes sure you get a good deal on Wi-Fi. Xfinity gives you reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at our best price. This holiday season through January 4th, get gig speed Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 whole years. No strings, no commitments. Just super fast, reliable gig speed Wi-Fi with our best equipment and unlimited data included. Save yourself from questionable decisions and save over Verizon and AT&T. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Hellsberg gifts checked off the list. Now, time for wrapping. Earrings for mom. A gold bracelet to match the rings Danielle wears every day. And for dad, a new watch, because we all know he needs one. All right, this is going to be a good one.
Our favorite things for your favorite people. Shop in store at Hellsberg.com for up to 50% off.
Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
Weekday mornings at 7:15, the Tony Katz Popcorn Moment. Brought to you by Boer Remodeling. Don't wait any longer for the kitchen you've been dreaming of. Request a consultation at BoerRemodeling.com.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Life's full of
unexpected joys, like problems with water. That's why there's Michaelis, a crew of 24/7 experts who are rescue ready, day or night, one phone call, for a gazillion disasters. Over 3 decades of restoring your home or business to better than new condition. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Call 844-FIX-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, why you had to bundle up for today, and you'll hear why a suspect isn't competent to stand trial. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 5 o'clock.
A plot to attack on New Year's Eve. Lisa Brady, Fox News. 4 suspects in custody in L.A. for what federal investigators say was a plot to bomb several companies in Southern California. The suspects are all members of an anti-government, anti-capitalist group who traveled to the Mojave Desert last Friday.
And they began unloading their bomb-making materials to assemble and test the bombs.
First Assistant U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley says arrests were made by the FBI before the suspects could build a functional device. A 5th suspect in the same group reportedly arrested in New Orleans for a suspected plot there. The search for a suspect continues after the mass shooting at Brown University in Rhode Island, where 2 students were killed, 9 others hurt over the weekend. Investigators releasing the original person of interest. A suspect remains hospitalized in Australia after the mass shooting at the iconic Bondi Beach in Sydney, where 15 people were killed.
The 2 suspects, a father and son, began firing round after round into a busy crowd where hundreds were celebrating the first day of Hanukkah. A public menorah lighting was about to begin. The Australian Prime Minister said this was an act of pure evil, anti-Semitism and terrorism. A heroic bystander who disarmed one of the gunmen is recovering in the hospital.
Fox's Stephanie Bennett, the other gunman, was killed. One of the sons of actor and director Rob Reiner is held without bail. 32-year-old Nick Reiner accused of killing both of his parents, who were found stabbed in their home yesterday.
Our corporate cousins at TMZ are reporting that Rob and Michelle Reiner, along with their son Nick, attended a holiday party at the home of Conan O'Brien on Saturday night, and that the 3 of them were heard arguing very loudly.
Fox's Jonathan Hunt in L.A. Nick Reiner has struggled with substance abuse, mental health issues, and homelessness. America is listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
It's not winter just yet, though it certainly feels like it. Partly cloudy and 26 degrees in Indianapolis. Tonight's low is 16. I'm Jake McDaniel, and here's what's trending at 5:02. So far, snowfall is average, but what about the rest of the week?
As we look going ahead through the week here, we're not seeing anything over the next 7 days that says big fall back into this cold that we are currently experiencing.
Jason Puma with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says we'll see a mix of warm-ups and cool-downs over the next several days. A Madison County judge has made a ruling in the case of Carl Boards II.
He's been deemed not competent to stand trial. I'm John Herrick. You might remember that Boards is the man accused of shooting and killing Elwood police officer Noah Chanovez over 4 years ago. The judge said Monday that Boards will be committed to the Division of Mental Health and Addiction. Madison County Chief Deputy Prosecutor Andrew Hanna says he respects the judge's decision and is looking forward to trying the case as soon as Boards gets the treatment he needs. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Phillip Rivers will be the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts next Monday. Head coach Shane Steichen reflected on how Rivers played yesterday against the Seattle Seahawks in a press conference today.
Him being off for that long, obviously there was some unknown, but for him to go out there and do what he did to put us in a position to win in a hostile environment after that long of a layoff was pretty impressive.
The 8-6 Colts play the 10-4 San Francisco 49ers at Lucas Oil. Kickoff is set for 8:15 next Monday night. And someone bought a Hoosier Lottery Powerball ticket at a gas station in Anderson, which was $100,000 for Saturday's drawing. The winning numbers were 1, 28, 31, 57, and 58, with a Powerball of 16, and 4 out of the 5 numbers were matched. WIBC News Time is now 5:04. You've got traffic and weather coming up in 1 minute.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company.
As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
With your WIBC traffic at 5:05, here's Matt Bear.
Man, oh man, Jake, looking at the west side, this is a bad crash coming off 74 to northbound 465. Okay, it's on the entrance ramp from Crawfordsville Road 74, like you're merging to northbound 65. Watch out for the right side of the ramp. Several cars are off on that right shoulder, but the ramp is open for now. Banked up to West 10th Street. Eastbound 70, 5-minute delay Harding into the south split. Southbound 65, stop and go traffic from the south split down to 465. Southbound 65-70 jams north split to the south split because of construction. Inbound 69 just happened. Crash after 96th Street blocking the right lane, slowing us down for about a half a mile. Crash in Beach Grove, Churchman Bypass at Emerson Avenue. Crash northeast side 96 at Allisonville Road. Traffic sponsored by Macy's Backstage. Macy's Backstage is inside your Macy's store where you can find last minute gifts for under $20. With new arrivals every day, you never know what amazing deals you'll find. Find a location at Macy'sBackstage.com. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
We are tracking another night of very cold temperatures as lows get down into the mid-teens. And then Tuesday, we're in for a bit of a warmer day with plenty of sunshine and breezy winds at times. Expect highs to be in the mid-30s. By late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, we could be tracking the chance for some patchy freezing drizzle. Wednesday, we're going to be back to near 40 with breezy winds once again as well. And Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
Hello, everybody. My name is Nigel. That's Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
Kevin Bowen, 93.5, 107.5, The Fan, part of the morning show over there. And KB, let me ask you this question first, right out of the gate. Why are there so many haters about this Phillip Rivers experiment that the Colts are doing? Because, man, I watched a lot of Red Zone yesterday before the Colts came on. I've seen a lot of bad quarterback play. There's some turds in this league. Why are there so many haters about Grandpa Rivers coming in to try to rescue this team?
Yeah, I think it's probably rooted in, like, you know, is there not someone else that you could find that hasn't been on their couch for the last 5 years and is 44 years old and is a grandpa, I guess, to kind of further it a little bit. You know, basically he played over Riley Leonard. So I think that's kind of the thought of, wait a minute, you know, you drafted this kid. He's been in your system for the entire year. You know, he led Notre Dame, helped lead Notre Dame to a national championship game. And this guy, you know, can run a little bit, and you instead went with Phillip Rivers. I think that's probably where some of it lies.
And as I told you when I jumped on your show on Thursday, to me, it's not even about, you know, you couldn't find anybody that wasn't on the couch. Geno Smith played yesterday and last week and the week before, and he sucks. Whoever the Saints have, and they're limping to the finish line with. NFL players, they all stink. And maybe... And again, you're the Notre Dame guy, and I'm not, but why are we turning Riley Leonard all of a sudden into the second coming of Joe Burrow?
Well, I think Riley Leonard outplayed Phillip Rivers if you want to look at the last 2 weeks. And you know, Leonard obviously came in the middle of that Jacksonville game, and he, you know, it's not like he fumbled when Jonathan Taylor fumbled. It's not like he was a part of the defense that gave up a season high in points. Phillip Rivers got better support around him yesterday. So I think you kind of summarized it all, Hammer. Like, we're probably splitting hairs and debating like Riley Leonard's point total in a game versus Phillip Rivers' point total in a game. To be perfectly honest, I would have gone with Leonard, and I'm not like a big Leonard guy. Trust me, I watched him play at Notre Dame. There's a reason why he fell to, the 189th pick overall. But if you give me those two options, I'd probably go with that. I mean, the Colts offense yesterday was archaic with Phillip Rivers. You couldn't throw the ball past 8 yards, and sure, you moved it at times, and you certainly stayed in the game. But if that's going to be the blueprint moving forward, there's no chance you're going to have any success.
What do we know about the Daniel Jones injury? Like, we know with Tyrese Halliburton, it was a year-long recovery, but I'm hearing reports that they're expecting Daniel Jones back by training camp. Now, unless his injury was not as severe as Tyrese Halliburton's, what do we know about that injury to his Achilles, and who's going to be the Colts starter in Week 1 next year?
Yeah, so I think based off everything I've gathered, the Colts, I think, feel optimistic about Daniel Jones potentially being the Week 1 starter. I think with these Achilles timetables, some of these guys have been cleared to play in less than a year. Now, again, cleared to play and looking good are probably two different things. Now, the Pacers took a much different approach. If you look at the calendar, for Tyrese Halliburton to be cleared to play in the same time frame that Daniel Jones will be cleared, you're looking at about game 80 of the NBA season versus game 1 of the NFL season. So those are two, very different timetables. Obviously, the Pacers season is not going well at all. So, and they obviously ruled Halliburton out well before the start of the season. So I think that's a little bit of a different situation here. So, yeah, I mean, unless things really change from upper management and they can everybody, I would lean towards Daniel Jones brought back, and I would lean towards an optimistic kind of physical rehab for Daniel Jones, and potentially he's the guy come September, whatever it is, September 12th next year.
Kevin Bowen, 107.5 The Fan here on the Hammer and Nigel show. The Colts lose to the Seahawks with Old Man Rivers beat under center 18-16. One of the more heartbreaking losses you've ever seen for the Colts. It was for me because I was rooting. I was rooting the old man. That was devastating.
Yeah, it was a movie. I mean, it is a movie. Like it might be like one of those Disney movies of I had someone ask me yesterday, are the Colts going to get Michael Orr from The Blind Side to come play offensive tackle next with their offensive line injuries? But it does have that type of feel. And Rivers is such a character. I mean, is he not? I mean, he throws the ball weird. He talks weird. He wouldn't last on this show with his lack of cussing. It's just he's an easy guy to, I think, kind of root for. And, again, here he is off the couch after 5 years. And you add it up, too, the Colts finished that game down their starting 2 offensive tackles, down arguably their 3 best defensive players, and yet you still had a chance. And here's this pint-sized kicker coming in and banging one home from 60 yards. Like, it was all just kind of wild, and then it got, ripped out of you there at the end.
All right, so it feels like, and again, I don't know what the math says, Kevin, but it feels like the Colts probably have to win out to make the playoffs. You got 2 divisional matchups to end the year, and Monday Night Football, 1 week from tonight against San Francisco. We believe Phillip Rivers will be the starter in that game on Monday night in front of the home crowd. What do we think about that Monday night game against Frisco?
Yeah, so Phillip Rivers will start. Shane Steichen confirmed that about an hour ago. I know you'll probably see some reports that Anthony Richardson has been cleared with his eye injury. I think there's a long ways to go before he is actually back practicing and before the Colts had put him into a game, just to be clear on all of that, because I know it's been a popular news topic today. Steichen was adamant a little bit earlier this afternoon that the game plan will look different. And again, I'll go back to what I said earlier. It has to look different. Like, that was an archaic dinosaur offense in trying to move the football. It was basically run, pray that it was 3rd and 4, and then pray that Phillip Rivers throws a pass that somehow gets into the tightest window possible and move the chains. Like, that's not sustainable over 60 minutes. So that would be my question in a week from tonight inside of Lucas Oil Stadium. Do you do things a little bit more down the field? Now, I'm not holding my breath given the arm strength or lack thereof that Phillip Rivers showed yesterday, but that's where the Colts, and Steichen in particular, are optimistic that there's more there.
So one more thing here, KB, before we let you go. Big weekend for the IU football program. You had a very cool 60 Minutes feature on Signetti, and Fish was a part of that, and all positive stuff. Fernando Mendoza wins the Heisman Trophy. Again, I said earlier, this guy's going to be a senator one day with these speeches that he makes, winning people over. It's all coming up roses, literally, for the Hoosiers right now as they get ready for the Rose Bowl. Talk a little bit about Fernando Mendoza winning the Heisman Trophy and what that means for Indiana.
Yeah, first off, seeing Don Fisher give the patented Don Fisher laugh on 60 Minutes was the exact thing that I needed.
Right.
After watching that, that Colts ending yesterday. I mean, the Mendoza speech had my wife bawling, I think, 3 separate occasions. So yeah, he certainly has her vote if we could look ahead at all. But I mean, I tweeted out after that speech, like, I'm not sure there will be many that will be like Fernando Mendoza moving forward in college sports. Just the genuine nature to him. Obviously, the story with his mom, I think, is pretty well documented at this point. They clearly have, a special relationship. Here's his brother as the backup quarterback. Obviously, from a transfer portal standpoint, this is no hired gun. I mean, like the pure heart that he has for Indiana, for Curt Signetti, for his teammates. I thought it was really interesting. One of the college football writers, Ralph Russo, who covered the Heisman Trophy for about 20 years now, said he's never seen the amount of teammates that showed up for Fernando Mendoza show up for any Heisman Trophy winner. And again, we're talking about a guy that's been in Bloomington for 1 year, and yet many of those guys came to New York City to, watch him win that award. So, like you said, now things start to shift from here back to the team goals. They'll find out their opponent Friday night. Alabama-Oklahoma is that first-round game. IU will play the winner of that. Just to remind everybody, that is New Year's Day out at the Rose Bowl there, a 4 o'clock kick.
And for me, the best part about that Heisman Trophy night was watching that little twerp Diego go home with another L, Kevin. It brought joy to my cold, dark heart seeing Diego Pavia, i.e. the love child of Pitbull and the Mucinex germ, go home with another loss, Kevin.
Well, I'm sure you saw Diego on social media and how he partied Saturday night there. Safe to say the guy is as big of a loser as you would expect.
What's coming up on your show tomorrow?
So Rick Carlisle, every Tuesday, we will have him at 9 o'clock, and also we will have the defensive coordinator of the St. Michael Cardinals. Some might be saying, what in the world are you talking about? That would be the high school team that Phillip Rivers coaches. So Phillip Rivers is the head coach and the offensive coordinator for the St. Michael High School Cardinals down in Alabama. His athletic director, his defensive coordinator. I don't think there's any more high school than that. The AD is also the defensive coordinator, Simon Cortopassi. He's going to join us coming up at 9:30 tomorrow to talk about this movie that is Phillip Rivers back in the NFL.
93.5, 107.5 The Fan. That's Kevin Bowen. He does the morning show. KB, we appreciate you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, Matt Bear, what's going on with these roads?
Yeah, fellas, looking at inbound 69, crash after 96th Street, blocking 2 right lanes, stopping traffic back to 106. Inbound 65 slows 21st to Meridian, that's delayed 7 minutes. Then southbound 65-70 jams north split to the south split because of construction. Eastbound 70, 5-minute delay to the south split from Harding. On the west side, bad crash on northbound 465. It's on the entrance ramp from 74 Crawfordsville Road. It's mostly on the right side of the ramp. You are able to merge by using the emergency lane right now, but it is a mess there. Please be careful going from 74 to 465. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com. With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for non-stop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
21 right now at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. We got Monday Gunday coming up at a special time, 5:33. That's coming up here in just about 15 minutes. But up next, a fun round of Are You Okay With This? Come on back.
This holiday season, give the gift of Indy's most iconic dining experiences now through the end of the month. Hughes Culinary offering a 20% bonus gift card with every gift card purchase of $125 or more.
Buy somebody the best gift cards on the market from Hughes Culinary Restaurants. St. Elmo Steakhouse, Harry and Izzy's, the HC Tavern and Kitchen, 1933 Lounge, HughesCulinary.com. Log on, buy the gift cards, make somebody's holiday bright.
With Dr. Robert Prather of Holistic Integration.
Patients have asked me, I have a virus, I know it's not a bacteria, but I took an antibiotic and I got better. And I said, no, what it did is it crashed your immune system. Your immune system was no longer able to work, so the reaction to the virus, it was no longer there. I have people who tell me, well, I mean, you tell me my immune system's crashed, but I never get sick. You know, I don't get the colds, I don't get the flu. Yeah, but if we tested, you have viruses like crazy going out throughout your system. You're just not fighting it. A fever is the immune system is being made high speed, and so it raises up your temperature. So there's two ways that you don't get sick with colds and flus. Either you have an immune system that's just rocking it, and the viruses don't have a chance, or you have an immune system that's collapsed and you're not even fighting them.
The Voice of Health with Dr. Robert Prather, Sundays at 8 p.m. or anytime at thevoiceofhealthradio.com.
Jeff Saturday on Teamwork.
Hey, I know a little something about the value of teamwork. So when I found my name on IndianaUnclaimed.gov, you can bet I checked some teammates' names as well. And I found them, lots of them, including a Hall of Famer and another with his own TV show. Look out for your own team and go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov and see if your name's on the list. Trust me, Indiana Unclaimed wants you to reunite you with your hard-earned money. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov today.
Attention Indiana homeowners, are you dealing with a wet and moldy crawl space? Hi, I'm Adam Swain with Swain Co. Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts dedicated to fixing your crawl space right the first time. And with our new, no interest, no payment financing, you can get the repairs you need without breaking the bank. Don't let crawl space water problems dampen your spirits. Call Swain Co., Indy's most trusted waterproofing experts at 317-407-1868 or SwainCoLLC.com.
Christmas is almost here, and if you're shopping on a budget, you shop at PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Truly unique pieces you won't find anywhere else, and sale prices every single day. At PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, you'll find gold, diamonds, gemstones, exquisite, one-of-a-kind pieces, and incredible local artist designs all within your budget. Your perfect place to shop for the holidays. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg, or online at pajewelers.jewelry. That's pajewelers.jewelry.
If you or someone you know needs help putting food on the table, that help is closer than you think. WIBC cares. We've partnered with local food banks and organizations to provide resources for those who need them. Just go to WIBC.com and look for the banner that says Find Free Food Near You. You'll find a link to Community Compass, an up-to-date interactive map that shows locations, days, and times for you to collect food at no cost, as well as other resources to help you through this challenging time. Find community help now at WIBC.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Simple Quarters, sponsor of Fill Up in the News with Tony Katz.
This hour is powered by Pierce Jewelers, the love center of Carmel.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay?
Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Oh, yeah. Somebody's paying for this, actually, Hammer.
Ooh.
Brought to you by Window Nation. Window Nation's end-of-year sale is your chance to save big with 50% off all style windows plus 0% financing for 5 years. Sale ends soon, though. Visit windownation.com. That's windownation.com to get started. Are you okay with this? Yesterday, former President Joe Biden. Did you see him at the Philadelphia Eagles NFL game? Are you okay with this?
I'm okay with this, but does he know he was at the Eagles game? Like with Joe Biden, you can't rule out the fact that he probably was going to walk outside to get the mail and got a little lost and ended up on the sideline at Lincoln Financial Field. So Biden's there. He's got the Eagles hat on. It's kind of a cold day. Listen, there's a lot of ways and reasons to make fun of Joe Biden. And I feel like we've done a pretty good job of that over the last 5+ years here. But the old man going to watch a football game, that's fine. It probably makes him feel normal. Probably gets away from that horrible witch of a wife that he has that didn't care if he lived or died, but damn it, she wanted her own music played by the band when she walked into a room. The first lady
music.
First lady music, which is ridiculous. It made him look not ridiculous being out there. Again, I don't think all the lights are on. I don't think the elevator's going to the top floor, but it made him look normal. But I could be wrong. Let's find out from somebody that might be able to clear this up.
Okay.
Joining us now on the hotline to talk about appearing yesterday at the big Eagles football game. Ladies and gentlemen, AI, Joe Biden.
It's me, Joe. Joe, Joe Mama. Anyway, it was great to go to the baseball game yesterday. When Santa Claus hit the three-pointer, I almost pooped my pants. Okay, actually did.
Okay.
Anyway, have a happy St. Valentine's Day. Try not to burn your PP on a toaster.
Oh.
And I hope Santa slides his fat ass down your chimney and brings you all the children hair you can sniff. AI, Biden, out.
Out.
Okay, I think that clears up a lot of things.
It sure does. Okay, we know that we now have our answers. Obese cats, Hammer, are now being given Ozempic.
Oh, come on.
Seriously, this Ozempic-style medication designed for overweight cats is available for further development, being promoted as a potential breakthrough for the obese, fatty cats. Are you okay with this?
I mean, there's really not going to be any excuse for Pritzker anymore, is there? Like, if we've got so much Ozempic, so much Trizepatide, so much Wegovy, and everything in between, there's no excuse for Chris Christie, for that fat pig in Illinois. Like, we're giving it to cats now. I mean, that's not even a Tony Katz joke, but I wish I would have made one. We're giving it to felines right now. So that's where we're at. We've got so much juice, we're making our cats healthy again. So Governor Fat Pig, there's really no excuse anymore.
What do you want to do here? You want to pick your poison here, because I know we're up against it. We got the gun guy coming up. You want to do J-Lo?
Let's do J-Lo.
You want to do J-Lo? Jennifer Lopez making $1 million a night for Vegas concerts that aren't selling.
Ooh.
Are you okay with this?
I'm okay with this because Vegas is okay with this. Vegas is willing to eat a lot of these costs as long as they can market it and make it look like they've got some sort of entertainment option at their hotel. So it sounds like Jennifer Lopez is doing a series of resident shows at the Coliseum.
$1 million guarantee per show. Holy.
That's kind of the industry standard. That's what Bruno Mars was getting. I think that's what like Garth Brooks was doing when he was doing his shows out there. It's kind of the industry standard. But the problem is, and I don't even think this is Jennifer Lopez's fault, Vegas has got a tourism problem right now. They're down about 3 million visitors year over year because a lot of people feel like they've just been getting nickeled and dimed out there. I went this past January, and I remember, Nige, texting you, I just made $200 worth of bets at the sports book. I didn't get a drink ticket.
Ridiculous.
They wanted me to do it just on horse racing.
Dude,
I'm like, oh, come on.
I was watching the Pacers playoffs in the late 90s. We went to Vegas and we sat and played Keno, for God's sake, for 3 hours and got free beer. The whole time it was free because just because we were playing low dollar Keno.
I mean, Vegas is still fun, but you better go with cash. The days of like the all-you-can-eat buffets at a value have come to an end. The cocktail waitress bringing you free drinks if you're on a heater at the blackjack table.
Yeah.
The resort fees. Oh, God.
Didn't you go there during COVID and they made you wear the mask in the water?
Oh, they made me wear the mask sitting by the pool, but if I got in the water, I could take the mask off.
Okay.
But then if I walked 5 feet back to my chair, I had to put it back on. Science! All right. Coming up next, we will touch base, hopefully, with Guy Relford. He's traveling today. We'll have to get him on the phone. A lot of topics from Monday Gunday coming up right after we break down and have a look at the news.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
This past weekend's temps were intense, but that's going to change. Right now, partly cloudy as the nightfall begins, and it's 27 degrees in Indy. Tonight's lows are in the mid-teens. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:30. So far, snowfall is average, but what about the rest of the week?
As we look going ahead through the week here, we're not seeing anything over the next 7 days that says big fall back into this cold that we are currently experiencing.
Jason Puma with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says we'll see a mix of warm-ups and cool-downs over the next several days. Los Angeles police say the son of Hollywood director Rob Reiner killed both his parents. They were found dead in their home yesterday. Nick Reiner was arrested for murder, and he struggled in his past with drugs and a complex relationship that he had with his dad. The man who killed 2 students and injured 9 others in a shooting at Brown University Saturday afternoon is still at large. Rhode Island Attorney General Peter Nerona said based on the evidence, there's not basis to consider the person arrested in Rhode Island yesterday who wasn't the shooter as a person of interest. You're paying an average of $2.67 a gallon of gas today, says AAA. And now that Indiana Hoosier quarterback Fernando Mendoza has won the Heisman Trophy, he turns his attention to what's coming next.
And that would be the college football playoff. I'm John Herrick. At a Monday news conference, Mendoza said,
"This weekend was a great weekend, great experience for my teammates and I. However, we understand that just like the Big Ten championship game, just like any of the other big games we play this season, this page is now folded, although I will be in the fraternity for the rest of my life, which I'm extremely honored to be."
Mendoza said winning a national championship would make winning the Heisman even better. The Hoosiers play at the Rose Bowl in the college football playoff January 1st against either Alabama or Oklahoma. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
News time, 5:31. Matt Bear, how's that crash looking out there?
We have inbound 69 crash after 96th Street, blocking 2 right lanes and stopping traffic past 106th Street. That's a delay of 12 minutes. On the northwest side, crash southbound 65 before West 56th Street, blocking 2 left lanes, stopping traffic past 465. West side southbound 465 stop and go traffic from West 56th Street down to Crawfordsville Road. That's a 2-minute delay. Then we have an ugly crash on the other side of the interstate. It's northbound 465 on the ramp from 74 Crawfordsville Road, mostly to the right side of the ramp. It is open, but partially blocked. Traffic backed up past Rockville Road. Eastbound 70. A 4-minute delay from Harding to the south split. Southbound 6570 jammed from the north split to the south split. And southbound 65 stop and go from the south split past Keystone Avenue. An accident reported in that area. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. This Christmas, come and see Pierce Jewelers' stunning showcase full of spectacular designs and be dazzled by their one-of-a-kind collection of fine jewelry. Shop local. Shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
We are tracking another night of very cold temperatures as lows get down into the mid-teens. And then Tuesday we're in for a bit of a warmer day with plenty of sunshine and breezy winds at times. Expect highs to be in the mid-30s. By late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, we could be tracking the chance for some patchy freezing drizzle. Wednesday, we're going to be back to near 40 with breezy winds once again as well. And then we're going to be...
Yeah, my name is Nigel. Yeah, my name is Nigel. Jason Hammer right over there with a very special guest on the hotline.
2A attorney, firearms instructor, and a damn fine American. He is the host of the Gunday Show here at 93 WIBC. Guy Relford joins us. Guy, how are you?
I am great. And guys, thanks as always to our sponsor for Monday Gunday. That's Premier Arms in Brownsburg, with the largest selection of new, used, and historic firearms in the Midwest. And PA Jewelers, located right in the farmhouse out front. Check them out at 3754 South Green Street in Brownsburg or premierarms.com.
So, Guy, big, heavy news weekend here. A number of places we could start. I do want to get your thoughts on the killer of Noah Shanavaz, the alleged killer, being told by the judge he's not competent to stand trial. We'll get to that in just a moment. But let's start in Australia here. This anti-Semitic mass shooting that took place. It appears that two individuals targeting Jewish people just for the mere fact that they're Jewish. What do we know about Australia? And I'm curious as to your thoughts.
Australia has some of the strictest gun laws in the world and have for quite some time, since the mid to late 90s. They had another shooting incident, and their reaction to that was to essentially disarm Australian citizens. They have a complete wish list in terms of any, quote unquote gun control that we see the anti-Second Amendment crowd go for in the U.S. Or desire, and they have complete registration of any firearms that are allowed. They've banned broad classes of firearms, including semi-automatic rifles, so-called assault weapons. The 28-day mandatory waiting period with intense background checks and interviews. They've got about every gun law, including a previous round of seizures from citizens. They called it a buyback, but it was confiscation. They destroyed up to 1 million guns. We're very proud of it. There are a lot of videos out on the internet you can go find easily on YouTube of Australian officials collecting guns from their citizens and destroying them. And what they've done is they've created an entirely defenseless citizenry. And I can't imagine being on that beach, as those folks were, just trying to celebrate Hanukkah, and having two anti-Semitic people just literally using them as target practice with no ability to defend themselves. That's my worst nightmare, and part of the reason I do what I do, because I don't ever want to be, for myself or my family or the other innocent people around me, to be completely defenseless in that scenario or any other. And that's exactly what the government of Australia has done to those citizens.
So, Guy, let's apply some of what happened in Australia to Indiana here. If you're Jewish and you're listening to this show right now and you think, you know what, I want to go out and celebrate Hanukkah with my family, but I'm afraid of copycats. I'm afraid of being a sitting duck somewhere. What if there are gun-free zones? What's the rule and the law here in Indiana in regards to carrying in places of worship and things like that?
Well, a great question on places of worship. We changed that law significantly in 2019. And now, if you're attending a worship service or a religious ceremony in a house of worship, and whether that's a synagogue or church or temple or mosque, whatever it might be, you have the ability to carry a gun that you otherwise lawfully possess in that house of worship, even if there's a school on the same premises. And that's why, because a church located on the same premises or grounds or building with a school is considered school property. And for years, until 2019, you couldn't carry a gun there because it was considered possession of a gun on school property, which is a felony. But we changed that in 2019. So you are able to attend a worship service or a religious ceremony. And we did that, and we got it through the legislature. And I was heavily involved in that and fought for it for several years before we finally got it passed. And the reason we did, and the reason the legislature saw the wisdom of it, is that houses of worship are people, where they're celebrating and practicing their faith, they are targets just simply because of their faith. And that was the argument we made in 2019. That's why we got that law passed in Indiana. And that's exactly what unfolded in Australia. I mean, those poor innocent people on Bondi Beach were targeted specifically because they're celebrating Hanukkah. And we know there are people out there that whoever you are, however you worship, there are people who hate you and literally want to kill you simply because of who and how you worship. And that's what happened in Australia. And it's one of the reasons we changed the law in Indiana in 2019.
So these gun-free zones, this is probably a basic question. We've been over this before. I just want to revisit this, though. These gun-free zones. Let's say you go into a breakfast restaurant. Right there on the door here in Indianapolis, it says, no guns allowed. Well, if you got, like, a concealed, could you still go? You can still go in and not get any trouble if nobody in there knows you have a gun, right?
Well, I do that as somewhat of a hobby. I mean, that's just entertainment for me. In Indiana, and the reason I can be cavalier about that is in some states, including Texas, you hear, gosh, I wish every state was as gun friendly as Texas. Well, Texas is a lot more restricted than Indiana. In Indiana, unlike Texas and some other states, if there's a sign on the door of a business or private property that says no guns allowed, that's just a declaration of that business owner or property owner's policy. Just like no shirt, no shoes, no service, or, remember no mask, no service. That wasn't so long ago. That's just their policy. If you violate their policy, they can ask you to leave. And if you don't leave, you can get arrested for trespassing.
Gotcha.
But if I violate their policy on firearms and they don't know it, I'm not committing a crime. And if I'm discovered, somebody notices a bulge under my jacket or whatever it might be, sir, you have a gun? And yes, I have a gun. I'm not committing a crime in Indiana. They can just ask me to leave, and if I leave, then it's no harm, no foul.
So, Guy, let's talk about another high-profile shooting this past weekend, Brown University. Again, I don't believe they've caught anybody associated with those shootings on that campus. Let's apply that to here in Indiana. Let's say you are the father of a college student. Maybe you've got a daughter on campus. Maybe you've got a son. And something like that takes place, but they haven't caught the shooter, but the school has made it perfectly clear. We do not want guns on campus. What would you say to your son or daughter in a situation like that, Guy, where they're probably walking on eggshells, no arrest has been made, you feel like you want to defend yourself, but the campus is like, nope, no guns allowed?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, we don't have to address that in the hypothetical because I have 3 kids who went to college, and what I did tell them is that it's not illegal to have a gun in Indiana on a college campus. The Gun-Free School Zones Act, both the federal level and in Indiana, are limited to K through 12 and licensed daycares. So there's no law against having a gun on a college campus. However, colleges can set whatever policy they want, and most schools, certainly all the state schools in Indiana, have declared free zones, quote unquote. Of course, doesn't deter a bad guy like happens at Brown University or West Virginia or the other college shootings we've seen. They don't care about the damn policy. They'll go there, and because they know nobody else is armed, and impose their will. So it's up to students and visitors and faculty and staff, because I've gotten these calls. I've had people call me saying, well, I work at IUPUI, and I was seen with a gun on campus. And I was fired. And yes, they can fire you, but you're not committing a crime. I had a kid, this broke my heart. He was weeks away from graduation, also at IUPUI, had his gun stolen out of the parking garage at IUPUI, reported his gun stolen, and because he's a good citizen and a good kid, he said, by the way, there was a Glock 19 handgun in the console when they stole my gun, and I have the serial number. I want to make sure cops know that this stolen gun is out there. The campus police reported that to the administration, and they expelled him. I mean, they kicked him out weeks before graduation. Ridiculous. And he had already been accepted to graduate school, and all of a sudden now he can't graduate. He can't get his undergraduate diploma, and he was heartbroken. He's crying on the phone. I'm telling him this, and they can really expel me. Yes, they can. They have that ability, and there's not a legal defense to that. So people need to balance, the fact that they can lose their jobs, they can get kicked out or expelled from the university against their personal freedom. And I say, don't ask, don't tell is kind of my approach to those issues. But it's a big deal since, getting kicked out of school, especially after you or your parents have invested a bunch of money and then get kicked out. That's a big consequence. But being defenseless is a pretty big consequence as well.
Guy, last thing here before we let you go. We got about a minute left, and I know you've been in and out of airports all day. You've been traveling, but we did hear from the judge in Madison County, Judge Andrew Hopper, stating that the alleged shooter of former Elwood officer Noah Shanavaz is not competent to stand trial. He must go through some rehabilitation process, and after that program, they'll revisit whether or not he's competent to stand trial. This is something we talked about last week, and I just want to piggyback and get your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, it is exactly what we talked about last week. And as I said then, if someone's found not competent to stand trial, and this is different than not guilty by reason of insanity or guilty but mentally ill, those are outcomes of trial. This happens before the trial even starts, because if a person isn't competent to understand the proceedings or assist their attorney in their defense, then the trial doesn't go forward. But that doesn't mean the case is over or a case is dismissed. What they do is exactly what the judge ordered here, is they order him to treatment. And this isn't like rehabilitation in the classic sense of rehabilitation because you committed a crime. This is treatment for your mental illness that through medication or whatever other treatment your psychiatrist prescribed, you actually become competent because you're now under medication or you're now otherwise treated and recover at least enough to be competent enough to understand the proceedings against you and assist your attorneys in your defense. That's the standard, and that's required by due process under the 14th Amendment. If they get him there, and they often do in this situation, all the end result then is a delay, and they get him competent after some weeks or months of treatment. Then they put him back on trial. He goes through. He's determined to be guilty or innocent.
Guy, if somebody wants to ask you a question, hire you, anything in between, where can they go?
Contact me through Twitter. I'm just at Guy Relford or X. Give me a follow while you're on there, or the website is relfordlaw.com.
Safe travels, my friend. We'll do it again next week.
See you, buddy.
Thanks, guys, so much.
Nige,
Yes?
for the first time in this new studio, Moonshine Monday.
What?
Moonshine
Is that
Monday.
allowed?
It's probably not, but see this
What?
rule book?
Yeah.
See this rule book?
Oh, geez.
Moonshine Monday. Next.
Yeah, dudes, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. And trust me, once you started the treatment, you're going to wish you'd done it sooner. Now you could take the TRT test for free at Synergen X and Low T Center locations. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. The place for guys to go, Synergen X and Low T Center for TRT. The TRT test is free. It's not hundreds of dollars. The testosterone is pure, not compounded. Guys, feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in.
Guys, get your free TRT test right now at Low T Center with Synergen X. No appointment necessary before 10 a.m., or you could book ahead at fixmylowt.com. Don't wait until January for this whole new year, new me thing. Feel better right now. Book your appointment today at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
When you have a fire emergency, you need a restoration company you can trust to put everything back together. Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I know, I've relied on Michaelis after a fire at my home. I'm here with the owner, Richard Michaelis. Richard, what makes Michaelis the right call if you have a fire?
Michaelis is local and family owned. We are your neighbors, 39 years of experience, and we'll respond 24/7, 365. The Michaelis Corporation is IICRC certified. We will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I've lived it. Michaelis was on the scene at my home before the firefighters had even rolled up their hoses. They asked me about calling a restoration company. I told them I had Michaelis. They told me Michaelis was the real deal. You help with insurance too?
Yes, we'll work through the insurance process to give you peace of mind.
Water, storms, fire, and mold. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Hi, I'm Lexi, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. We'll help you find last-minute gifts that don't look last-minute, even if you're still planning to propose. At Shane Company, we'll show you perfect gifts at perfect prices, in stock and ready to give. Like hand-matched diamond studs, 14-karat gold chains, or the ultimate gift, a beautiful engagement ring. We have longer store hours, so you can skip the crowds and shop when you want, or visit us at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Tess, what's up?
Oh, you know, the CFO needs me to book a week of travel. I'm days behind on invoices. The plants in the lobby are dying, and now I have to order lunch for 80 with gluten-free options.
Just use Easy Cater.
Easy Cater?
One platform built for workplaces. Tons of great restaurants, any group size, with tools to meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Plus, rewards.
Rewards?
You earn rewards points when you order. Good for discounts or even gift cards for you.
Now that's what's up.
Easy Cater, the easy, rewarding way to order food for work. Order now at easycater.com.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit lifelock.com. Terms apply.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 today.
It's Happy Honda Days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Incredible offers all season long. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers, your Honda destination.
Buying a diamond has changed. There are mined and lab-grown diamonds. Pierce Jewelers carries both. Pierce can educate you and save your hard-earned money. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
All right, Matthew, what are we looking at?
Yeah, Hammer, looking at the northwest side, it's southbound 65 before West 56th Street. Bad crash here, blocking two left lanes, stopping traffic past the 465 interchange. On the west side, crash on northbound 465. It's on that entrance ramp from 74 Crawfordsville Road. The ramp is open, just squeaking by right now as we merge into Gore Point. Traffic stop and go past West 10th Street. And then west side, crash southbound 465 on the exit ramp to Sam Jones Expressway. Northbound 65 stop and go before Raymond into the south split, and southbound 65 delayed 8 minutes from the south split to 465. Crash reported near those 465 ramps. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. This Christmas, come to see Pierce Jewelers and their stunning showcase full of spectacular designs, and be dazzled by their one-of-a-kind collection of fine jewelry. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
It's 22 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center, and it's Moonshine Monday.
It takes me back to a simpler place in time.
Dude, hold on. You're going to get us in trouble, man.
Oh, I know.
The rules are different in this new building.
Somewhere, Todd Meyer just threw his car in reverse, and he's driving to this building right now because somebody's got a drink in the studio.
Wait, who? So wait a minute. I can tell by the look at the jar that we've got it placed far away from the equipment. That's what they're afraid of.
Right.
But I can tell by the look at this mason jar, this isn't something you bought at a store.
No. So the coupon lady, her cousin Sarah and her husband, they've got family down in the sticks of Kentucky. And they came over to the house recently and said, we got something for you for Moonshine Monday. And this is a homemade from the sticks of Kentucky, completely illegal apple pie shine.
Nice. Let's do it. Come on, you do it first. Keep it away from the microphone. Keep it far away from everything. There it is. Lifting it up to his... Oh. All right, I'm going to back up here. You're handing me the jar. And I'm
Not
gonna
anywhere near the equipment. Woo!
That stuff is illegal. I can tell. Just tell by the taste. There it is. Oh, I miss Moonshine Monday, man.
That is not regulated.
Woo!
Another hour to go. Hammer and Nigel show coming back. Moonshine Monday.
Yes!
Woo! Woo!
During the year-end sales event, save over $13,000 off MSRP on a new Ford F-150 Super Crew. If you prefer to lease, get a new 2026 Ford Escape for under $300 a month. Or go bigger with a new Explorer for just $439 a month, both for 39 months. That's year-end sales at Andy Moore Ford. You can even buy your vehicle 100%